Not yet for me. We're live.
Cool.
And I have tweeted that we are live.
Nice, nice.
And I'll go Facebook that we are live.
Oh man. Do we have any friends with us that are gonna watch this EVO 2018 Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Top 8?
Zero and Ben have joined,
Good.
but nobody else.
Well, might as well get this show on the road because we're gonna end pretty late already. We are watching EVO 2018 Top 8 is how it's gonna work. I'm kind of quiet. It says zero. How's this? Is this better?
And how am I? Do I sound good? I mean, I always sound good, but
Doubt.
yeah, same.
All right. I'm hovering over
Oh
the play
man,
button.
gross minutes. I just got a notification.
I'm hovering over the play button at 0000. Do you want to do the countdown?
Sure.
Just a bit louder,
So-
Zero says. Hold on. I don't know if I can get any louder.
Look at that Black Ryu. He's looking good. He's a good looking man. Got some beef muscles.
All right, this should be a bit louder.
What was your
Hopefully.
favorite part of the stream? Mine was the part where Matt opened up his sound settings.
Well, look, something's got to be done. All right, you ready?
I am.
All right, you do the countdown.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Clap.
Cup noodle.
Oh man.
Good afternoon, World Warriors. EVO 2018. We are here live for the top.
Now we
8
know it's gonna be a good
Street
stream.
Fighter
There's
2
Cup
Turbo,
Noodle.
baby. I am here straight from South.
I forgot that
Florida,
EVO was
coast to
sponsored by
coast
Cup
trip.
Noodle.
Your boy, Team Chris, joined by
El Trouble, SRK.
How could you possibly forget that EVO was sponsored by Cup Noodle? So I don't know what players are in this.
I don't either.
There's a list of players in the title of the video, and I don't recognize a single goddamn name.
Oh, I've chosen not to look at it.
So
Right.
Should we
I don't
listen
remember
to
any.
Should we listen to
So
Team Chris
we got
and
some
El
killers
Trouble?
On the winner's side, I think
Eh.
the one I'm most excited for is Tomo, not Ohira.
not Ohura.
Oh, Zero
Originally
just
from
openly says
Japan,
he's
but
gonna
staying here
ignore
for a
us to
little bit
play
versus
Dynasty
John
Warriors.
Choi,
Wow,
the
thanks,
legend
Zero.
himself, the
Yeah.
man, the myth, the legend.
We went
So-
through all this
Just
work.
entered into the tournament at the last second.
Yeah, as he
I mean,
does.
Just
came
for
in,
him.
So if you're looking us up on Smash GG, I think you might see him as by 11.
By 8.
By 8, as a matter of
Yeah.
fact, yeah.
So-
He sent me
That
and
man's
Sam
hair
Silk
sure
in the
is the
losers.
thing.
Yeah.
I love
Our
it.
reaction was
He's
both the
rocking
same,
it.
Like, he's in the
I like
tournament.
it.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
originally tried
god,
to
we've
register
got a
as
whole
John
minute
Boy.
and a half left
But
until
he's
the next
absolutely
until the
been on
first match
point,
starts.
Mostly using Ryu, also using some Boxer. Really good skills.
Right.
Tomo.
Windows wants
Oh,
to
right.
install
Man,
updates.
did
He's
re-
amazing.
yeah, I love watching him in the,
I
at the CEO
forgot.
Grandmaster
I
Challenge as
forgot
well.
Yeah, you were
the
there. That's
Yeah,
right,
historically great player.
You
really
forgot
awesome.
that.
And, you know, really,
Boxer.
I think
They have to refer to him as Boxer.
Yeah, I feel that what
Yeah.
he brings is just something just so
Oh, I
great,
love
man.
it.
He could win EVO, you know? And
Right.
can
Love
he
it every
finally
time.
go
Because his
outside
name's
of
not the
shadow
same in
of
every region.
hyperfighting and no longer
Sure
be
isn't.
Ahura and be Tomo JP or something, you know? Because
Yeah.
Tomo.
Wait, why are there
Overwatch is
already
the-
names in winners
Yes, from what I
finals?
recall, yeah.
Thing, but,
We didn't
so
skip
looking forward to
anything.
establish his name as the official Tomo that everyone talks
Now,
about.
also,
Why are there already names
on
in
the other side,
semifinals?
we've got-
Wait,
Losers
why
semifinals.
aren't those the
Big Team
names
Smith
from
is very
semifinals?
strong, going up against Killer Miller.
Yeah, the
Very
fiance.
strong.
Yeah.
What?
So it looks like we are setting things up. Getting
Oh, okay.
trademark, floor
Man,
on the
you
ground.
forget.
I mean,
You
stick 'em
forget
both.
I
that.
love that old school stance. Man. That makes me
I
feel
gotta
bad.
remind myself this was not a headlining
I
game.
can't do
No.
it because I can't sit cross-legged.
Right, this I
No,
think
it's
is the first
fine.
time we
It's gotta
have
get
that we've
used to it, but,
watched
like,
a
those
side
big
tournament for
old
EVO,
losses
isn't
take
it?
a lot of effort to move around.
I've
You
never
can't really
watched.
put it on your
I'm
lap
told
and stay there.
Catherine
You
is
gotta
really
have
good
some
for
stability
side
on the
tournaments, but
floor.
I've never even
Well,
watched
there was a player,
that.
I believe
Same.
it was Tony the Tiger, who had like a little
Yes.
stand that he brought with him that he put on the stick light later on the floor.
Yes.
He brought a
So
stand,
it
you
looks like
say?
we're going with the Ryu mirror.
Yes.
We're just checking our buttons, making sure everything is okay.
He's gonna play on the
It's really funny because
floor.
I kept mentioning
I
Tomo
love this
over and
man.
over
Who is he?
and it's
Which one is
CEO.
he?
I kept saying it, like I said, probably 2 or 3 times,
I don't
not
know.
Ohura. people were
I don't know which one he is, but I hope he wins.
You said Ohira. That's the magic keyword, man. You gotta stay away from that.
You can do it, Floor Man.
He's not the one who
You're my favorite.
See the,
Oh,
look
this
at
overlay sure is a thing. Oh man.
who's a great
Oh
player.
yes,
Right,
that
right.
side
So
tournament
really
goodness.
excited.
Oh yeah, we're seeing it get set up before our eyes.
Oh my God, Zeros is the one on the left.
So we're gonna see who's better
It's
from
so
the defense.
good.
Oh man, this is the kind of bullshit we do right here, right now.
Yeah, right.
And because of this, you can
So
really
he's
see some
black.
of the
He's the black Ryu. He's the Ryu we're using on the overlay.
Well, then I guess we know who we're rooting for.
letting the time over.
I'm rooting for him because he's sitting on the ground.
So you kind of have to have 3 out of 5 to give people a chance.
Well,
to
also 'cause
breathe,
he's our
make
guy.
some mental notes, make some adaptations, some changes.
Yeah, Zeros' Black Rio is Floor Man.
It's really gotta come down
Good.
to the wire as to who can
I hope he
adapt
takes it all the way.
to their opponent's play style.
Yeah, the way I like to call it is it's just an absolute roller coaster.
Oh, this
I
is
mean, and
beautiful.
sometimes,
I've
like,
never
you
watched
really see, like,
non-headlining shit for
situations that
EVO,
are
so I've
such
never
difficult
seen this
situations,
happen.
it's like a stun and a kill, but it's not exactly done through like a touch of death setup that you would see normally in traditional fighting games.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! They're playing a game they gotta reset between every
Kind of
match.
safe or unsafe.
Yeah, and
Yes!
some people take the jump.
Why
in
is
from,
this
like, a
so
certain
awesome
height,
for
so
me?
they're able to score the throw.
So that's a bit of that's a bigger roster than we got in our
Technique
version.
that's very
Yeah.
unique to Street Fighter
I knew
2
was gonna be the
since last
case.
year, so.
Absolutely. Okay.
For
So
instance, we didn't get DJ.
looks like we are going here.
We did have Sagat and Ryu.
Tomo rocking out that old Sagat.
Okay,
John
so
Choi
Tomo
rocking
is
the
Sagat.
Japan straight from championship.
Yeah.
I think it's John Choi with Old Sagat actually.
Come on, use the floor power.
Yeah. So yeah, it's John
There
Choi
we
with Old
go.
Sagat because I've never seen Tomo play Old Sagat.
Right.
I'd be very surprised.
Oh my
And that's
God.
definitely Tomo's color, the champion edition.
I think you're like a
Ryu.
half second
I
ahead,
did
by
see
the way.
John Choi doing some casuals with old Sagat on the side.
Right.
With some old Sagat
I'm
mirrors
too
and
afraid to
Foss,
stop and.
who almost made the
Just
back
like
as
pause on pause.
Yeah, he was 1 match away. He lost to
Okay,
I do believe. Very solid player.
Cyberlink is telling us in the chat who we're missing in the SNES Classic version. They have Cammy, Fei Long, T-Hawk, DJ, and Akuma.
Yeah, okay, I figured that. I figured that was the case. I knew for a fact we didn't have Cammy, which was kind of disappointing for Ben specifically. Ben's a Cammy man.
Yeah, I don't know. I had my fun with Chun Li though, so I'm okay like missing all those characters.
So I had no idea that Tatsus could just go through fireballs. That's kind of cool. I wonder if they can do that in Smash. Can they go through projectiles in Smash?
I think so, actually.
And really judicious use
This
of
is
the
this is not how
low
I
Tiger shot
like. This isn't what
because of
Street Fighter
Tom
5
Cruise
looks
got,
like. This
old
is
Scott can do
interesting.
when he catches you on the landing.
What do you mean this isn't how Street Fighter 5 looks?
Like just the way that they're acting.
Oh yeah, no.
Get in the range where you can play some footsies.
That's-
The zoning game is very, very strong.
You can
That's
see him
because
reach
they
the
stopped
low
making
roundhouse,
games
jump
that were
roundhouse.
won by projectile spamming
Mid-jump.
years ago.
Look at that jump up, but no punish.
Alright, both players feel each other out. Usually
It's
the
it's
first
still
Yeah,
game-
very
they're
interesting though. Like the difference. I agree. Like this is a much different game, and it's really
Like, this isn't
fun
even-
to see how it's.
This is even like most fighting games that you see nowadays.
But yeah, like I said, they
They stopped
So
making
like-
games that were about projectiles.
About
man.
projectiles.
Very quick, very little hurt box on that extended arm.
I love you, Tomo. Yeah, floor man.
Yes, and in Super Street Fighter 2, you'll often find
Well,
like,
Tomo's
people who switch
losing.
their fireballs perfectly to get themselves in
Oh,
a
is
position
he?
where they can uppercut anybody
No, he
trying
just
to
won that
jump in
match.
on it.
Yes.
Did-
So
I was
that
just looking at the
slow riding
overlay. I
tiger
don't know.
shot is just so good because it commits people
Oh,
to the
well
dodge
then
move,
floor man
or
isn't
they jump
Tomo.
and then they eat that
Wait,
tiger
what?
uppercut. And because it's just one hit of pure unscaled damage.
I thought they said
it's
Tomo
good
was
for
Sagat. Sagat just won that match.
A big component of this game is the
Yes.
fireball and anti-air game, so it's really hard to make your way
What the
around.
fuck?
Especially old Sagat's low tiger shot, you know.
I
Really nice
don't know.
just to- ooh, good jumping.
Starting to realize why I don't really watch a lot of side tournaments for EVO.
Because they don't make sense.
Ooh, matches the low strong through the string.
Oh, Tomo
Well, they
breaks it.
don't get the big bucks
If he
for
can get a
production.
fireball exchange, he's going to build up and get another one.
Yeah, Tomo's a good 2 hits away from winning this, but getting those 2 hits is going to be very, very
Sagat's
difficult.
voice does not sound like it should be coming out of that man.
All right.
Like Rio's voice sounds fine.
Oh my, okay, that was a big deal.
Yeah, he mixed up the timing.
10 seconds. Oh!
So are we
shit,
rooting for Sagat right now?
oh!
I'm rooting for Floorman. If Floorman is Sagat, then I'm
Yeah,
rooting
when
for
Tomo
him.
ate that low tiger shot, that was a big deal. Burned off.
No, apparently Tomo is Ryu.
Health that he can, you know, he can't get chipped out.
Yeah, this time punishes a whip DP.
Even the commentators don't know.
Yeah, he had a lot of really good ones there.
So is this the version that has supers, or is this one that doesn't?
The hitbox is actually a lot smaller than you think it is. It doesn't quite
I
match
believe this
its,
one should have supers. So this
I'm not sure
specifically is
what's
Super
coming out
Street
of
Fighter 2 Turbo, I believe.
Yes,
Uh,
we were playing
to buy himself a little bit of
Turbo
space, but he just
Hyper
walked into that
Street
trap.
Street Fighter
the Golden.
Hyper Fighting, yes, Hyper Fighting, I believe. Yes, is part of the title now.
Okay, yes, this one
Hyper
has
Fighting
supers.
Joe,
do you have the chat open?
I do.
Okay, because you didn't seem to realize that we were talking about supers.
Oh, you could definitely see his
No, I
teammates
did.
in it.
Okay.
Like, for instance, he was almost sent to losers by M. Kim Zavega earlier in this tournament.
Yes.
And he was down 2-0.
Oh
to
man,
another
I'm
round.
not even like totally certain what I'm looking at. I'm gonna live with you, like even less
There
so
on- oh, good
than
DP going through that overhead. Not gonna deal with that mix-up.
than I usually am with fighting games.
Yeah, Troy was getting a lot. Tomo was
It's
getting
okay, we've got a lot of
with
matches
that overhead.
to learn.
That's true.
Oh, I like that whiff punish.
Come on, floor man. If you truly are Tomo, you can win in my heart.
On his back, you know?
Yeah, he just upgraded his Spotify account to premium. He's absolutely downloaded the file
What?
already.
What did you just say?
Premium, you know?
He's downloaded it.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, but like I was saying, like Troy
We
just has
updated
That means he's like
some
figured it
He
out.
just makes
Hey
those
Jesse.
little micro adjustments because
Oh
in
my
this
God,
game,
this
we're
projectile
really
shit.
adjusting.
Yeah,
Not
what
just
the hell?
adjusting.
It's actually, it's kind of interesting to
Great reach on that
see,
overhead. I really love the range
but like
on
also,
that toward
man,
of Ryu.
this was a different era of fighting games.
Oh, some big damage
This
going
is
way
the
along
the era
the
of
balls.
accidentals fighting games
Oh.
before they
you
had to
don't
be fun to
even-
watch.
You don't even see,
Wow.
like,
Okay, yeah, old Saget, very, very strong
you don't even
characters.
see projectile spam like that anymore in like the Dragon Ball game.
And what you could see is just
Oh.
really, I like the
The
animations
one,
Tomo's doing.
the one
Like,
where
the
it's based
legs
on a
of the
show
light
where
touch over
projectiles are a
fireballs.
big
Yeah.
You
deal.
don't want to give away a commitment to your
Okay, we're in between rounds. I'm gonna
That is one of the most
be
deadly
right back real
actions
quick because I can afford
Right,
it.
because essentially at round start,
I'll
you're
entertain
using
them.
life as kinda like betting
How you
on,
guys doing?
making certain reads and getting
Y'all
certain
enjoying
intel,
the
but
show?
once you're low on health, you really
We've
can't
only
do
seen
anything.
one
You take
show,
big,
and I
big
think
risks,
my
and that's
floor
how
son
John
lost.
He just plays very
But
simple,
it's
very
okay,
safe.
because he can
Doesn't
still
commit
make it
anything
through
that'll
the
get him in
losers
big trouble,
bracket. He
and
still
just
has
goes
a
out with
chance.
strong
And I
fundamentals that
believe in
John Troy's
him.
known for.
I believe in my
And
floor
I
son.
want to say his
He
back
can
to
do
side scope
this.
was absolutely, like,
Don't you ever doubt
we were
him.
all there crowded around,
Don't
arms
you
around each
ever
other, like, what are
doubt
we gonna see? I mean,
him.
And I'm really hoping we can see a rematch of that in this top 8.
I hope so.
Now, next up on the winners bracket, we have
I'm out of things
Nino
to say.
MD, the dictator specialist, going up against
I don't know what
one of
else to
my
say.
favorite Hondas. I mean, just
But hey,
Miller, just absolutely. I mean,
we're
I
here,
really
though.
Like the way she positions herself forward and able, but still.
Oh, thank
maintaining
God,
that fighting
he's
stance
back.
of holding down back.
I'm here.
Nobody tell him what I
You
said.
Continue to just see her constantly moving forward. Very strong performances from her at Combo Breaker.
I feel like everyone's gonna tell me what you said.
She finished, I forget. Oh, that was a war of a weekend. but
That'd be
she
hard
definitely
because
top
I didn't
eight.
really say anything of note.
Yeah, very strong coach. Nino MD,
Except for
very
don't-
able as well,
don't
very
doubt
strong
my
dictator.
floor son
Recently saw him getting
was
second place
the
in
main
World
gist of
Series
what you
tournament over
missed.
in New York.
Right, he was primarily a online GGPO.
So
fighter.
I
He played
guess-
for a long time, and
I guess we're
that's
gonna
that
learn
transition to
who
being an
Floor
offline
Man
player.
was
He's
when
an
we
incredible
see
player,
him in
yeah.
his next
Well, he's
match,
in the place to be in
or when
the
we
top
see the other
eight.
guy in his next match.
When we see him in losers,
Yeah, so I know he's hungry to make a
if
difference.
or winners, I.
Killer Miller.
Okay, sorry, Grandmaster Challenge.
Oh, Cyberlink is following. Thank you so much for following.
You got to coin
What
in.
the
So,
character.
in between the fights, we're just gonna wait.
We
for
missed part of the-
CPUs to
part of
kinda
the
clear it out while we just talk
title.
trash about, like,
Grandmaster Challenge.
I love it too. You know it.
Quite practiced.
Oh, a Ken and oh,
It's
hey.
a
So this is the Japanese version then.
It's a pink dictator.
So it's gonna be a lot of charge.
Sure
focus.
is.
You're gonna see some stare downs, you know,
A lot,
and you're gonna see
Here
things
comes a
that
new
may look
challenger.
like nothing's quite going on, but there's a whole
I don't-
different
I don't
universe of
understand how to-
meta
how to-
just unfolding itself and blossoming into place.
Yeah, it's typically a very defensive
Okay, so it's
matchup
gonna be
because,
E Honda
Dictator can't really
and
go too ham on Honda because Honda's a defensive powerhouse this game.
there it goes.
Very strong throw game, very strong anti-air options, so he can't go nuts.
Yeah,
So far,
Psycho
good.
Coach
Ugh.
beating the headbutt. He stuffed 2 of the headbutts earlier. So the match.
Come on,
Edmund
Honda.
Got some bear hugs. Got
You
him
can
feeling
do it,
that
Edmund.
sciatica.
Nice block, that was good. Very common setup.
I assume Killer Miller is playing as Honda.
We can only assume.
I would hope they're on the same side that their character is on. This is a much more interesting match to watch because neither of these characters have projectiles.
Yeah, that's so much better.
Psycho energy.
That was all planned.
Ah. Every time I see Dictator with the name Vega, it throws me off.
I
They did the same thing with
But
the
this is
Street
where
Fighter
Miller
Transformers.
really
It's so
likes to shine.
confusing.
Just at that range,
I think it was actually like last year that I learned about those three names being mixed around.
Really?
And that's one of the dumbest. That's still one of the dumbest pieces of video game trivia I think there is.
I've known that for
Yeah!
Oh, one more hit. 10 damage.
She has the
no.
super,
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Come on. Oh
Follow-up
damn.
Got a little bit
That
too
was good.
greedy, especially with being in a zero vital situation,
Right.
and Killer Miller ties it up.
That's the danger of using the Skull Crusher follow-up after a head stomp. You know, you do put yourself at risk.
It's
being
greedy,
anti-aired
dude. It's
and
greedy.
trades. It is greedy, but when you're
Hey,
low
they
on the
also
count,
have
you
a
gotta get that
doctor
stun
that
to come
plays
back.
Smash. Reno MD.
pressure.
Dr. Reno.
Safe, safe, safe.
I wonder if they know
I really like
PPMD
Bison's poke, that standing roundhouse.
Okay.
and Panda.
Even though
Okay.
Maker, man. Oh,
it
nice.
looks
They all
like
know
standing
each other,
means
don't you
Whatever
know?
you say.
There's another game.
Doctors
Oh,
are a
wait a
very
minute, wait a minute,
exclusive
timeout.
club.
Oh,
Gotta like, go to
little bit
school
left.
for them and stuff.
Tony's bleeding. Oh!
And that is a
That's
thing in
nice.
this game.
Just
Using some
one low kick,
pokes
all
as
it
an
takes.
anti-air. I'm a fan.
Right, because when you stand up like that, the tendency for a Honda
Here
has
comes
to
a new
just
challenger.
hit high, you know, aim your attack high, but Dictator is very, very low. When he
Isn't it
grabs
kind of
himself,
funny how
he's
slightly
so
less
far,
ugly this version looks?
Yeah.
Does it
Not an
really?
anti-air that works in
The
other games,
portraits
but it
look
is
a little
different
bit less.
from
They're
attack.
still ugly,
Yeah,
don't
very
get me
strong in this
wrong,
game because you
but they're
cannot
less
block as you
ugly
land
than
from
the
the
Super
jump,
Nintendo
so-
Now,
version
Reno
we
just got that
played.
cross-up Skull Crusher follow-up off the stomps.
So I admit I don't really know a ton about like how
Yeah,
Street
that
Fighter
trade is gonna
characters
favor
work. So
Miller, though.
charge characters, their thing is that
Yeah.
they
Inverted
need
safety, got the
to
hit. Oh, there goes the bear hug.
hang back
Safe jump,
while
stays on the
certain
same side.
attacks
Counter
are
throw.
setting up.
Crowds like it?
I think.
What is going on?
I do not know. I know the terminology charge character, but I'm not entirely. It's not a Street Fighter specific thing at the very
Totally
least.
not going anti-air, catching that jump back.
It's a
Really
fighting
risky
game
jump
thing
back
in
against that
general, like
headbutt.
grappler.
Especially
Obviously,
defensive
you can
standpoint.
tell what a grappler would
Only that
be.
down charge.
They do a lot, yeah, a
either-
lot of grabbing.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
Mm.
Kanji in Persona 4 is a
Yeah,
grappler.
jumping back
Zangief in
strong,
this game
stuck
is a
in the butt
grappler.
slam.
Can you compare them to Soul Calibur characters? Because
Great
I've
trapper. Loves that Psycho Crusher.
Nice.
No, I
that's
cannot.
my favorite reference.
Indeed.
Ben says you
Ben
like-
says you can
Options
hold
Bison
buttons
have in that
down
situation
and
because
inputs,
in
and
command
that
grabs
makes
in
the
Super
moves
Street
different.
Fighter
Ah, so like
Turbo,
Ryu in Smash
the
Brothers.
pre-jump frames are considered
Yes.
throwable, command grabbable.
Yeah, so it's very hard.
I
to jump
guess,
out
I don't
unless
know.
they're kinda like
That's
loose
how Ryu
throws
is in
with a
Smash
walk
Brothers.
up or something
But
like
what
that.
reversal options
Man,
do
Ben,
they have?
when are we gonna
Because
see you
Dictator
playing
has
Cammy on this
Ideally, you
stream?
counter throw, because Ocho has very limited
I know you went to
range.
Evo.
But
You
it's
tried to
very
hide
hard
it,
to do. Usually you see
but
Ocho
I
comes
watched.
out
I
like,
found your
"Can't
plane
counter
ticket.
throw."
Yeah,
It's
I
very
mean,
possible, but
it's
very
a-
difficult.
It's a split-second zero-frame
He flew to
situation.
Vegas and then flew home
That's
and then
actually a
flew
big
back to
reason
Vegas
why,
the next
Dictator
day.
loses this matchup when he's knocked down, because he has no
Very
defensive
dedicated
options.
to
He has
hiding
no
it.
good reversals except for super. Ooh, good follow-up. We'll tell you with a good life lead. Just gotta sit
Oh,
on
they
it.
both have supers. Would this be the
Very
first
lame,
super
very
we
defensive.
see?
Why not?
I don't think we've seen one yet.
Jump back.
I don't think anybody used one.
It's
and
okay,
we
we're not
still
gonna
aren't
see
going
one.
to.
Taking care of business.
Yeah, that low meaty punch. I don't know what.
Instead of normal input like a quarter circle, you have to hold it directly for a second, then press a different direction. Oh yeah, okay. So I did kind of know how Guile's Sonic
I liked
Boom
how he
worked.
hit the
But
head
so
stop
it's
from
not
the
like a
back and
unique
the
kind of
skull
thing.
crusher in front.
Yes,
Keeps you guessing,
you
man.
can't cross up in certain situations, which I'm guessing is what's happening with Tanya there.
Yeah.
Nice hit. No,
Oh,
auto-correct.
auto-corrected, son. Back in the
What?
boat for you.
Nice. Safe jumps. Try to beat the super. Oh, wait,
You
whoa,
can
whoa,
do
whoa.
it, Edmund Honda.
What? Oh!
Yeah.
To the
way
knee.
It looks like Reno tried to hit a
You
button
did it,
or
Eddie.
something.
I'm gonna call him
That
Eddie
puts
from now
Killer
on.
Miller up. 2 fights to 1.
That's an
That's
odd
that's-
move,
Reno
but okay.
had the,
You
had
do
a
you.
rough time out there. I mean, it is a disadvantaged matchup for Dictator.
Absolutely, yeah.
Can't
Miller one
believe his
fight
name
away
is
from getting
Edmund
into the
Honda.
winner's
That's
final
so
with Choi.
fucking
Oh,
stupid.
the cross up.
You want to know the
This
worst
is the
part
follow-up
about
cross
the
on the combo.
Dictator
Oh,
boxer
nice.
claw thing?
Yeah, that's
They can
Psycho
never
Beast
fix
beats
it.
out headbutts. Very
Yes,
hard
we
time.
were
Oh, yeah,
seeing
no,
that
it's too
entirely,
late now.
especially in the first match.
It's
And that made
way
it
too
easy.
late.
He's abusing it. Why not? He's got.
They probably had a chance to fix it when like
And
Street
using
Fighter
the
3
light
came out,
version forces Miller
maybe.
to come after
But
him.
Like,
even
it's
then,
too
Him
late. There's
without
nothing they can
overextending
do.
himself.
Plus, it messes up her timing because like it's a strong tendency to believe that it's always going to be the fast Psycho Crusher, the fierce one. So you
They'll
hit it
never
too
fix
early,
Akuma,
but Psycho
no,
Crusher
but I think
beats
that's
it
a
because
that's a
of
less
the spacing.
egregious
But it looks
thing,
like
and
Miller
they
found the button
could
himself
fix
with Psycho
Akuma
Crusher
if they
and then
wanted
stand
to.
strong and
I
did
think
What is-
there's no way to fix
Oh,
Dictator
just missed the
boxer
headbutt,
claw.
but still makes up
What is
for it with some
Akuma? What is
Ocho,
what with
and we're gonna
Akuma's
see
name?
some
Is he a
slow-moving
different name in
undergarments, and we are going match point for Killer
Japan?
Miller.
What is he in Japan? Is he
He's
just Oni?
He's hungry.
Goki,
You've
according
seen
to
her eyes, she
Cyberpunk.
wants it. Nice throw
Okay.
attack.
Yeah, I've heard the name Goki.
Oh,
That doesn't need to be fixed as urgently. But again,
See,
you
that
can't
doesn't
fix
doesn't need to be fixed as urgently because like you say Akuma, you say Goki, you're still talking about the same character. You say Vega, there's one of two characters you could be talking about. You say M. Bison, there's one of two whole characters you could be talking about.
On the super just
That was
when
nice.
you thought Reno was gonna catch these hands, he's even it up at 2 fights a pop.
Reno with the presence of mind. You knew that Tanya was probably gonna go for the Ochio or anti-air hands. He just jumped straight up because his pre-frame jump.
Here comes a new
And
challenge.
credit to Reno, he made a lot of the blocking of those sequences in that last fight look
Oh, man.
absolutely like doable.
It's
easy,
down to
you know?
one.
Like it was a basic cross.
This is going to do it. This is going to decide it.
When that butt slam goes 50,
So doing best of fives?
It's not a good place to be.
Well, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, Reno
but-
MD showing
I
off
think
his
so,
technical
yeah.
ability right now.
Seems to be that way.
Especially loves it when he gets those head stomps in the back and then skull crushes in the front.
It's really weird to see EX Fighting Layers logo right next to this. That's kind of strange.
Was this before or after Icons died? Didn't Icons also sponsor this?
I think this is before Icons died.
Oh, no, Icons was,
Oh, God.
they did GDQ.
Chip away from losing this.
Yeah, Icons did GDQ. They didn't do EVO, I don't think.
Yes, Psycho.
But EVO happened, I believe, before.
I mean, exactly. She was trying to stuff the anti-air,
Happened before
Bison in the air with
that game
with
shut
the
down.
super.
Correct me if I'm wrong,
Such a weird
anybody
hit,
in the
but
chat.
gets
I don't
stuffed by, like, some
remember.
weird properties.
No, I think
Exactly
you're
what
right.
happened.
Reno got the hit. They get the follow-up.
Like this is a much more entertaining fight to watch when it's not between.
Nice, good trade, good trade.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, that first match was not fun.
Need some tricks to go on. Nice.
Oh, caught him.
That might have been a punish. That's a
Why
hard
can
one.
E Honda do that?
Yeah, but she saw that devil's inverse.
He tries his
She was
best.
just getting in there.
He sure
That's
does.
scary because it can't be headbutt at certain angles, but not
Right.
that angle. Oh! Oh!
Oh, Reno coming into the final round strong.
Oh, Tanya was so close to being stunned there.
Ooh boy.
Bleeding quick. Reno MD making a strong comeback right now.
Okay.
She dodged a bullet. Surprised it
Up,
didn't kill.
up.
Tiny's in a zero vital situation for her.
She can't do anything
One
right now.
pixel away from the loser's bracket. What can she find in the last 55 seconds?
No, Honda has to go to Dictator.
Oh, back got the trade. Wow, shocking come from
So that was
behind victory for Reno.
actually a pretty
Advances
interesting
over the winners final where he will go
situation
against
there.
John Choi.
That was a great comeback from Reno MD.
E
Yeah,
Honda
recognizing Tanya's tendency
was
to
in
adapt
was
his
in a
game
spot
plan
where
to get
if
around her
they
offensive
went in,
defense.
they were fucked.
Absolutely.
But
and
they
really, the
had to
battle
go
was
in.
really had
So
absolute
like
presence
they
of
were
mind
weighing their
in the air.
options, sitting
Both
there like,
players
what
knew
do
was
I
going
do?
on with what they were going to get after the head stomps.
Right.
Which
And
that
it
was
just-
cool.
they were
That was
able
cool
to
to see.
position
I like
themselves
that.
in
That was a cool- that was a cool match in general.
Struggle in like this game, which is
I think that was fun.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, plus Reno MD did a very
Wow,
good
oh no.
job not tilting under pressure. I mean, it came down the wire when they were both
What?
had almost zero health.
Don't worry about it.
Sure.
Reno MD went for that neutral jump to punish the hand, and that was it. Two-piece combo. That was the momentum shift right there. After that, he was feeling himself, and Tanya kind of got the pressure and couldn't make the changes that she needed. to come
Snagged
Yeah, I
fighting
know
EX
Silent
layer.
Scope does have a Ryu.
Yeah, he grabbed it recently. He keeps complaining to me that nobody is playing
I
it.
do like Silent Scope's Ryu there for the record.
Well,
Yeah, he's solid with a few characters,
About
but
that.
typically he'll go to his Cammy.
Yeah,
That's
his
main-
Cammy has been on point.
That's the waifu, so to speak.
Then get
That's-
Soul
that's-
Calibur.
that's-
Play Soul
that's the main
Calibur.
chick.
I mean, absolutely on point. And it's really like Cammy.
You
in
would get
Super
Soul
Turbo,
Calibur on-
I will get into Myung in just a second, but
What's
Cammy
it
and Super
called?
Turbo is
He'd get it on
considered, like,
PS4
the
probably.
edge of top of the tier list.
Yes, it's generally.
Though he might get it on PC. I can't speak for him.
no. I am
really
PS4.
love
I think Ben
how
would probably get it on
Cammy
PC.
complements
Is what
Silent
I was
Scope's
thinking.
presence of mind and personality.
No,
Because
I
don't know.
Spacing
I
and-
play
and her
Soul
tools just
Calibur
the
on
right way
PS4
to like make it his own.
because that's where
Now,
all my friends
about
have it.
Myung, I believe.
Then crossplay is for nerds, as we've learned.
He's looking good. He's
Yeah.
looking sharp. That
Unless
confidence
the
too.
game makes a lot of
I
money.
mean, yeah, it could be either that or he could just pass it off as just trying to be Cody. He was
Hey!
Cammy.
fights in a round on John
Cammy
Choi.
and Claw.
Absolute domination in the top 24, and then John Choi was able to.
I am
fight back. So we're gonna get
actually
started.
super
Cammy versus
shocked
Vega, not often
at
a match you'll see in the top 8
how
Super
much
Street Fighter 2 Turbo tournament.
There's a lot
Like,
of character variety. Here.
Yeah, this
We
is
haven't-
weird.
we
I
haven't seen a
expected
single
it to
character
be.
repeated.
He has probably
I
the best
expected
movie
it to be the
game
same
ever
two
seen.
characters throughout the whole tournament. If I'm
'cause
being
when
honest.
you have a game that's got to be as optimized as this one
I really
is.
like when he uses the fierce one, and it's like it makes the throw like basically.
Like I guess, well, the thing that mainly made me think that,
You don't see that
damn,
very often.
damn.
She hurricane ron at him from the northern lights.
I think
son.
that wow, that is some fucking animation on Cammy's chest. Alrighty, thank you, Capcom.
Yes. I like her sprite
Thank you,
overall.
19. The sprites are very nice.
Like, I'm kind of like, because we didn't get to play with her, I'm like taking note of her right now. She looks super fun. Her sprite looks great.
Oh, he didn't get the charge, though. He would have had that charge, would have been kill, but he does it anyway.
Sky dive. Clean.
What was I saying
It's
before
crazy
that?
how you see like that Crimson Terror anti-air.
Oh, right.
People
I
do
think
it
the
very
main
fast.
reason that
Some
I
of them you'll see like the
thought
best
that
ones
this
with
was
the
going
full
to
game
just be the
try to
same
follow
couple
up.
characters over and over.
It's because
It's
Street Fighter
'cause-
5 was.
Surprisingly not the easiest thing to link up to.
No, it's because Marvel vs. Capcom 2
Well,
No, he's gotta
is
reset
that.
the charge.
yes.
But Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is a broken, unbalanced
Doing pretty
mess.
well.
Yeah, he's riding
And
out on
apparently
those
Street Fighter 2 is not,
that
so
button.
That's
that's
because
good.
it's like the 8th
But also
iteration of
having
Street
a safe
Fighter 2.
drill. Oh, anti-air crystal
That's
flash?
fair.
We got those, really?
We got those. Hooligan's got a big hurt box on his
Come on, Cammy.
It's very interruptible.
I believe in you, silent scope idiot. Never mind, I don't believe in you anymore. Your name's dumb. Take him out, young.
For sure.
Like these are much nicer looking character portraits than the SNES had. The SNES was so
Yeah, I
ugly.
mean, yeah, exactly. Silent Scope's going to have to try to bring out some of those reversals in neutral to try to see if he's
Which
gonna
is
pick
another
Well, I
reason
think-
why I'm glad we're
Oh,
watching
that
this.
jumping short to
What
below.
are they playing
Brutal.
on?
That's
Are they
okay with. She
playing
has
on
to
like a
run herself. She
modern
doesn't have a whole
remake
lot
of
going
it,
for her,
or
so
what?
she gotta get the hits in when she can. Oh my
I'm
God.
not entirely sure what they're
Good
playing
chase
on.
there. Where are you going?
Just
That
when you-
wall is mine.
Just when you
They're not playing on a console, I'll tell you that much for free, because they had to like go reset it earlier. Cyberlink
Looks
says
like an
this looks like an
arcade
arcade
build.
build.
But just then he was able
That's
to react to
actually a
that
little
wall jump
surprising.
in neutral. Not easy. It's
Perhaps possibly using Fightcade? I don't know.
Raw wall jump.
It's fairly.
No, I don't believe this is 30th anniversary.
You could just jump back short.
Yeah,
anytime.
That's
It's
the big
good.
reason why I love this game. Like every moment.
But I
is
could be
super
wrong, I
quick.
don't
The game
know.
is so fast. You gotta pay attention to what your
You
opponent's
always have to.
doing.
Yeah, you have to do something different.
I
When
do
Paul's
remember
executing
watching
that move.
Street Fighter V and seeing 6 Nashes and getting tired of the character Charlie Nash
Taking
in one
care of
night.
business, evening it up at one fight a pop.
Scope of the footsie. Yeah,
Yeah, that
cross
was-
medium kick from Cammy,
God.
very good.
Street Fighter 5 is just not nearly as fun to watch.
But especially the way this guy uses it.
Whoa,
I enjoyed the year
hold
after
up,
that.
hold up. Silent Scope is in the chat right now. Holy shit.
Whoa! That's awesome, dude.
Oh,
Oh no, I'm just kidding about your name. I don't actually think it's that.
Oh,
Man, my name is a nonsense word that's awful. Trust me, I don't get to judge anybody's name.
oh hot damn.
Welcome to the chat, dude.
Follows it up with another. Double dipping on that.
Hey.
That was optimal. Good stuff from Joe, man.
Well, welcome. If you're here for any insight on like any real commentary on Street Fighter, we're not your guys. We're here we're doing a Smash Brothers podcast where we're playing one game for every character in it, and of course we're using Smash. And we figured we played for like an hour. We don't know what we're doing, so we figured might as well watch some EVO.
But what do you think Scope is looking for when he's doing the spinning knuckle?
Spinning knuckle?
Yeah.
I think I'm not quite sure. I think it gets around the slide.
Super
maybe.
gun. Okay.
Okay,
That's
Oh.
interesting. That's
I'm
interesting.
quite sure. We'll take a note of
That is very interesting to
Claws crouch
think
medium
of.
punch stops all damage.
for sure.
But
Also,
then again,
thank you
the
for
uppercut
playing
fight
Cammy. We were
so
kind of worried we weren't going to see
Yeah,
Cammy.
and that's what I was saying. Those raw DPs in
I
neutral,
appreciate.
because they
I
were
appreciate the
just really
version we
good.
actually played was a Super Nintendo version that did not have Cammy in it.
Yeah.
Puts me on a
So,
very good position.
We didn't
Yeah,
actually
those
get to
raw
experience
deals,
Cammy for
over her.
ourselves.
Very hard to get around. Covers good ground.
Yep.
Chip from
We're
Young.
tied in fights, tied in rounds.
Man, now I'm bright red.
Hey, you're the one that talks shit.
Now I get to eat crow. God damn it.
Good tick throw.
Of course this would happen to me.
Especially with Cammy though. Cammy
One of 3 Cammys of the US. Damn.
That's interesting. Well, we were just saying like we were kind of expecting like a lot less character variety because the only
We know nothing about Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Forward again.
That was a whiff punish.
And in the past, I think we were both talking about this at the very beginning. We've never watched. I don't think either of us have ever watched like a side tournament.
No.
And we're both also like a lot more into Smash than we are traditional fighting games. Though I like watching 5 and I like watching DBZ this year.
I'm trying to get into to like more traditional fighters though. Like I feel bad.
I don't have the mechanical skill to ever get good at a traditional fighter. I've given up on that dream multiple times in my life.
Soul Calibur has taught me that I can like a traditional fighter, and Street Fighter I feel like deserves my attention. Okay, this is.
What? That jumping
Oh my
short
God,
stops
this is
the
cool.
Crimson Terror.
The delay. He knows about that. He knows if he
This
jumps
is a
that
rad
short,
match.
it's completely underneath. What?
See, like, again, because it's two characters that aren't projectile characters.
You want it close to the
Yeah.
but close
Like, that Sagat Ryu match was not all that fun to watch, but this and the last match are rad.
Oh my God.
Hey! And that's a
Holy shit!
That's some Curry oxtail with the chip damage. and
You ripped him apart!
Fights a pop.
My boy's doing it. Very proud of him.
Holy shit!
That was awesome!
That was incredible.
I know you do, but you know, SoCal, we got that connection. I gotta go for my boy here. And that's a
Holy
hard match to
shit.
get into, and he did a good job. Just reading Myung, how he wants to play the footsies.
Well, now I
smart
need to
timing,
watch this
uppercuts,
game
hooligans,
more.
Jump tick throws. He mixed it
Right.
all up to make something happen.
You could definitely see when he started hitting that hooligan air
Uh,
throw, it definitely changed the pace of the match.
Technically, it's the highest damage output in the game, but has a hard time dealing it out.
Where he wanted to get
Interesting.
involved, and also at the same time when he just wanted to just get some weird buttons out of him there.
So, like, the only thing I can think to do, the Twitch machine got unplugged. I gotta refresh the stream.
It has a lot of startup. It doesn't seem like it, but actually has a lot of startup.
For some reason, because I'm a Smash scrub, the only thing I can think of is we had a player in Melee that went by Gimpy Fish, who played a low tier character and like won tournaments with him. He played Bowser, and Bowser is not very good in Melee.
No. Still, like playing a low tier character and making them your own is like what is like.
Oh man,
That's really exciting to see.
That's why Ben plays Wii Fit Trainer.
Oh, Wii Fit Trainer's looking to be higher tier this time.
If
Is she
Blanca's
gonna end the game
mom
with
was sitting out there
92?
in that audience right there, she's like, "Is that my
Fuck.
Jimmy?"
Get him, Jimmy. Get him.
With hot damn.
Been a while since that plane crashed.
I don't know a lot about Street Fighter, but I know that
supposed to be like,
I
That's
know
fast.
that's fast. Yeah, with one read. So if I'm understanding that right, then you like you just need to like your opponent just needs to mess up once and then you've got it.
In the document page, yes.
Yeah, but on the other side,
I believe MZC3 is infamous for being like,
LA, man, it's his team right
one
there.
touch, you're done. It's over.
So we're gonna see
Damn.
Arizona's,
You're just dead.
SoCal digital infamy.
I haven't watched a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. That's just how I hear it described. Like, all of my fighting game knowledge comes from, I heard people say this once. Create a fireball at the beginning of the round. I can get a free jump in dizzy to combo to death.
Who sent him the
Shit.
losers, by the way?
Is Dizzy like the recovery state after using a move?
Dizzy is when you see like the birds flying around them. If you hit them enough, I believe they will go into dizzy state. At least that's how it is, I think, in 5.
Okay, so it's like you just
For sure.
Oh, it's a Blanca player and a boxer. What the hell? This
Yeah,
again, no repeated
we
characters.
have not seen a single repeated character. This is incredible. I've never seen a game with this much character variety.
I think watching Melee might have soured us and made us a little cynical.
Oh,
3 hits, got him seeing stars in the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
maybe.
I love Melee to death, but boy, if I see one more Marth or Fox, I'm gonna die. Or Jigglypuff, I guess, at this point.
So then there are a lot of bottom. Well, I don't know if just saying 2 bottom tier characters like would be a lot, but like still like I am really very astonished that so many characters are in top 8.
Is there a game where Blanca is not bottom tier? Because I know that Blanca is an infamous character in one of the Street Fighters. Hence we used to be friends of the former Super Best Friends and CVS2. Okay, that would do it. Where one of
You
them liked
misspoke.
to
We
shout.
used to be fans. They didn't know who we were.
Yeah,
You said we used to be
we didn't know
friends.
them. Oh yeah, we didn't used to be friends. Former Super Best Friends fans, and one of them liked to
May they
shout,
rest in
"Don't."
peace.
One of them just liked to shout about how you don't look Blanca players in the eyes, you don't talk to them, you don't shake their hands. And I gleaned from that he was some sort of monster.
That exchange. Oh, was that a drop, you think?
That to relate that again to like what Smash is like. There, you know, Link is like bottom tier in every Smash to the point that he's even bottom tier in Soul Calibur.
Follows it up.
I didn't know about the Soul Calibur part. Is he still bottom tier in Ultimate?
No, I think he's a lot better in Ultimate. Everyone's better in Ultimate though.
Like that's what I've gleaned is that he's actually like he's a fun character to play now.
So he wants to
But doesn't he also have a tradition of starting high tier and then very quickly
I don't
dropping?
know. I'm trying to watch Street Fighter. I don't know.
That's, you know, we should do that. You're right.
Yeah,
You did mention that Fromo was one of the best Blankas, the best Blanca in the US.
Yeah, I don't think I have like any auto chat modding. You should be able to post a link, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there you
go.
Okay, I'll throw this on in between rounds because we're synced up. We have our YouTubes running at the same time, but in between rounds I'll throw this up and we'll take a look.
Finding good opportunities to get the jump-ins on Digital Infamy.
I've seen Digital Infamy hit some really good turnaround punches too.
Oh yeah.
So as you can see, he was going for a level 3.
I'll be watching it on a stream delay, but it's fine.
I hate when that happens.
There's a lot more blood in Street. Like I think I made this
Yeah,
observation when we were actually playing. There's a lot more blood in Street Fighter than I figured there would be.
That was quick, my friend.
At least old Street Fighter.
I
I don't think that stayed a thing. Well, yeah, true.
Right now, for sure. Yeah.
I don't think that stayed a thing.
Both players looking very, very determined here. Nice, Littlefoot comes out. There it is again.
Yeah, he was using that against.
Still haven't seen my floor friend.
Hand slaps.
Yes, that move has a hurt block, so
you gotta
it
learn his name
counterposes a lot
eventually.
of attacks.
Eventually, but I need to see him again first.
Blanca's electricity, like.
They took out the blood and vomit. Wait, so there was more?
Get a load of that.
There was more than in this version?
And the trade. I like how when Blanca trades on the Blanca ball.
I imagine he's talking about the SNES version. I could imagine that being the case in the SNES version.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Because like I think they did that to Mortal Kombat too, didn't they?
Yeah, you never
Yes.
Like infamously, that's why that version of Mortal Kombat sucks.
But that was always part of like the Genesis does what Nintendo don't thing.
Yeah.
Man, Digital, this is his round right now.
Oh, good whiff.
Oh, in later games they took out the blood and vomit.
Oh, okay.
You gotta do this game.
Just like the later Star Wars versions.
Chip damage, advantage. Oh!
Oh, is this gonna be comeback of the century? No. Okay.
No, sure won't. That'd be awesome if it was though.
That still could be. You know, it's still
even better.
Still time.
Very hard.
There is still time.
Counter that button.
Yeah, he's using that button a lot. And fierce. The haymaker.
Oh, Digital is slow perfect right now.
Oh, again, yeah. He's got like plastic coverings on those gloves to make sure he doesn't get shocked.
Oh, this is so cool.
This is really cool.
Again,
Again, characters that don't use projectiles. That's Dizzy right there.
Oh. Comeback of the century.
Super's one of the worst supers in the game, but in that situation, that is a perfect time to go for it. Max damage on the ground. Yeah, max damage on the ground.
Yeah, he's smiling. Just hitting that spin dash, downloading that Sonic Mania DLC.
What the fuck?
I would play as Blanca in Sonic Mania. I don't even like Sonic, but I'd play as Blanca in Sonic Mania.
That turnaround punch, that was a level 3.
That was some foreshadowing for our next game. If you're listening, I don't like Sonic.
Kick options for half the round. Exactly.
I hope you're all ready for that.
Yeah, so you can't do that rush upper.
Come on, Fromo. I believe in you. I didn't know who you were until literally 10 minutes ago, but I believe in you.
Absolutely.
So once you're in the corner, might as well burn super.
Anytime someone is at 1 pixel health, I'm rooting for them.
What a maneuver! But Digital Infamy just gets the headbutts in there.
Rush. As usual, Digital Infamy off to a good start in the beginning, but as we've seen before many times during
is that what it's called?
Back towards the end, so
the magic pixel.
Yes, that is called the magic pixel.
Okay.
Like when they have so little health left that it basically doesn't appear on the bar.
Comes out again. Okay. But still,
I don't think that's specifically a fighting game term. It might have come from fighting games, but I've heard it said in reference to other games too. RPGs a lot. I hear it said a lot. Anything with a health bar, basically.
They're tied 2 fights up. Pop.
Yeah, this fight will come down to moments. Little moments.
One thing Javi pointed out, by the way, that I want to take note of is in the defeated picture, Blanca's face looks like so beautiful and human.
Okay, so this is game 5 now, right?
When he gets beat up as opposed to,
Well, yes.
Are you implying that Blanca's face does not always look beautiful and human, sir?
That was a big jump in with the Reapers. 3-piece. Oh.
Wait, what do the Reapers mean? I've never seen that. Is that just a weird version of Dizzy? What is that?
Yeah, Fromo with a good start here, but there's 65 seconds left on the clock. It's a lot of room for Digital to build meter and work here.
I'm not going to try to speculate because I know I'll be wrong.
And the tides will turn, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, just like that.
Nice.
Completely stole the match.
Damn.
We read the rhythm of the back hops. I don't know what he was looking for with those back hops because his meter was already built.
Yes. I don't know, but when Boxer has super, you can't count him out. That super is incredibly fast.
Yeah, it's one of the best in the game.
Full of big damage, full screen carry. I make the joke that Boxer super is
How the health
you
works so that you're
like
dead when
back
your
in
life
time,
is...
activates and punishes whatever you're doing.
Oh, you can survive at 0. So I work very slightly in game development, and that
this far in the tournament, that is a time-honored.
that dates this game.
It is. It really is. It's been in the game for a long time. And I call Blanca a big fuzzy ball of tricks. He's got a lot of tricks in his bag.
That dates this game very much.
I love how you could like learn a little bit about how the game is programmed just from details like that. That's incredible.
I can see the code in my head already, just from that sentence.
Roll's got one last shot.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go all in and fully commit to the Blanca ball because Digital Anthony's been absolutely on point with punishment.
Oh, this is really tense. Oh.
Is this winners or losers?
And he will take it and advance. Facing off against
I
Tomo in the next round.
Don't know.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that was.
But we'll
Losers
soon learn
all.
if my floor man is. Oh, it's losers. Damn.
Okay, let's take a look at this.
Yeah, he definitely had the damage output advantage.
He does play T-Hawk on the side for fun.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to work very well. Okay, dead.
Gets Angels.
Yep,
Holy shit!
7 seconds.
Oh my god!
Speaking of
That was awesome!
EVO 2002, I was really mad and then he destroyed me. After.
Holy shit!
Was not happy about that at all.
I gotta see that again. I gotta see that again. Oh, where was it? Oh, I lost. Ah.
But I don't.
Taking the first game very strongly. Very
Can you use arrow keys to go back 5 seconds?
Oh.
Oh, right. SNK Heroines was coming out.
Are they talking about that right now?
Yep.
But I don't think that's going to work very well. Okay.
Oh
dead.
my god.
Yep, there it is.
That's
7 seconds.
incredible. That is
very standard.
incredible.
That's
Holy
standard.
shit. Wow.
That is really cool.
Damn.
I kind of hope I never play you in a fighting game. You would rip me to pieces.
Connecting people to events, that's one thing I really like.
Let's be fair, most people would rip you to
controller
pieces.
chaos. You know, I really love those EVO.
There are children out there that would rip me to pieces.
Type in EVO 2018, get yourself a good deal, looking good. They got GameCube controllers, they got hitboxes, they got sticks. Whatever you want to do, it can run on that super gun. You go blazing, you looking good, EVO themed, and it's awesome. So we're heading into losers
Street
quarters
Fighter
here.
2
This is going to be a slugfest.
Cross
Killer Miller against
Grandmaster
Silent Scope.
Challenge. Super Street Fighter 2 Cross Grandmaster Challenge.
The X is not cross. This is
cross.
And there are
CVS 2 and
No friends at all in tournaments. My own scene hates me.
what is ST? Super Turbo. Duh. The game we are literally watching right now.
Versus SoCal. You should be happy that you even have SoCal.
God damn it.
I'm always happy seeing SoCal. Like, whether I'm there or not, I'm always happy seeing SoCal up there.
That's more games than I play
this is,
competitively.
yeah, this will be a Honda versus K match.
Same.
What do you think about this matchup?
My number is 0.
I know Scope
Okay.
hates it. That being said, there were
Alright, Silent Scope, I'm rooting for you here.
Because he's an amazing player.
This is terrifying. He knows how this ends and we don't.
Really has that extra like, go that extra edge.
That's true.
Disadvantageous matchup.
It was
One thing I
kind
really
of
like is
there.
how, Miller did the headbutt through the opposite.
Oh, through the hooligan.
Through the hooligan, yeah, escaping that.
I don't know.
He's been hitting every single round.
Yeah, Honda has very unusual punishes to punish hooligan on reaction, but headbutt gets you out of that scot free.
Oh man.
So Roscoe sitting on a pretty fat life lead. 30 seconds
nice.
on the clock, but FTA.
Neutral jump.
Yeah, that's a good button. That's a great way to punish Honda, who likes to advance forward with headbutt or hands. Whatever they gotta do.
Fellow SoCal players, I see.
Nice.
Punish that. Yep.
I imagine that the scene for a game like this would need to be pretty close knit.
Still not afraid to commit to that action. Ocho City, population Cammy.
Ooh. Oh, nice stand fierce. Another good counterpoke button from Silent Whoa.
Oh,
no.
Spreading Honda's wings with that jump back fierce.
I forgot that the music changes when you hit a certain. I don't know how, but I forgot, and so I thought the music had just stopped. Ah, damn.
Oh,
in that situation, you gotta guess. It's gonna be an Ocho, it's gonna be a grab, it's gonna be a low. What's it gonna be? I made the right call in that situation. Gives herself a round win.
Ooh, got those hands.
No punish on
no
that
punish there. Yeah, she didn't have the charge.
Oh, punish.
That could have been a bigger punish, right?
Yes, it could have been. Nice.
Unfortunately, eventually we're gonna hit another Ryu.
But she's okay. In the corner
that's
against Cammy, not a problem.
Landing with that Ocho.
But it's not looking like it'll be a Ryu versus Sagata anymore, which is good.
On reaction.
Yeah, she's totally in the driver's seat.
Ooh, boy.
One tap away from taking a 1-0 lead.
She's in the zone, but Cammy's got super. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Nice.
Oh, damn.
Now,
damn.
Say Killer Miller was looking for.
Okay, you're definitely
at
least a half second out of me.
Spam out a super and get the chip there.
I already did the pause and unpause.
You reacted with disappointment when I was like, oh man, that grab.
To commit to something they can punish.
I did another pause and unpause.
Okay.
You happy, Dad?
Yeah.
Are you
I'm
proud
seeing
of me
98,
finally?
97, 96, 95, 94, 93. Holy shit, that timer goes fast.
Scores now 1-0, inner advantage.
Well, yeah, it's video games didn't know what seconds were back then. Look, it was hard.
But again, doesn't get the charge on that.
Actually, programming, even now, programming in a functioning timer is a lot harder than it should be. Based on in-game speed, not real time. Oh, I see. Yeah, that sounds like a video game thing.
Oh, and this is turbo, so it's probably like super fast.
Oh, that jumping.
Possibly, I don't know how that works.
Yeah, Killer Miller's definitely gonna go in there and get some cuddles.
Yeah, man, she wants the grabs.
But like most games on like the SNES and the NES had that same problem where timers didn't go down by seconds; they went down by whatever the fuck the game decided was a second.
It's a close life lead. Both people are super.
And I'm assuming it's because it was. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh!
30 seconds. Oh my God!
That was close.
She gets it back.
Those hands were steaming up, serving some instant noodles from the block.
Oh, Cammy might be able to chip out here, but it's gonna be difficult.
Come on, baby! Oh! Oh!
Oh, it's Silent Scope.
Damn!
Now he's down 2-0. You can see him kick back.
Oh!
Yeah, timing with that defensive jump back medium kick, in perfect position to punish that drill.
Fuck!
Absolutely in charge.
That was good.
Into the losers semifinals, where she will face off against the winner of Tomo versus.
That was hype as shit. What the hell?
That was like a heartbreaking hype as shit, though.
We'll see what he's got in store. I'm sure he's got in mind what kind of changes he has to make to his game to make a comeback here.
Would you increase the aggression if you were Tanya here? Oh, that combo! That deep jump.
Damn! There you go.
He's crazy. Holy shit.
Oh, she had to readjust her shades there on that one, man.
That's what Scope needs. He needs his big stuns.
Yeah, but that was not an easy combo to hit.
Oh yeah, not at all.
Yeah, Hooligan with the Rana.
Good jump away. Good jump away.
So is there a specific reason you guys play a Japanese version? Or is it just because this version happens to be Japanese?
Some big hits. Oh, nice drill.
What are we gonna see?
Yes, folks.
Again, great space.
I'm wondering.
To avoid the hooligan. We saw that earlier.
It's like I assume it's not like speed running where playing in Japanese makes the text go faster.
Oh, but that was just a good link.
But I don't know. It could be. I don't see why that would be advantageous, but it could. Yeah, there we go.
Get that out of here. Silent Scope chucks one up on the board, down 2-1.
Okay, Scope playing a little more aggressively here.
There is a speed difference between versions. Interesting.
Ah.
And we've seen this before where Tanya was up 2-0
That's kind of weird.
and couldn't quite close out and lost the set.
That doesn't super surprise me though.
Yeah, because this game was before esports were a thing, so like a global community that would come together and play one version probably wasn't a priority for Capcom.
Got the hands, got the punish with the sweep, just in the right range to punish.
Well, yeah, this game was designed first and foremost as an arcade game.
Yeah.
Before anything else. I don't know about this specific version. This specific version, from the sound of it, was made after like esports became a thing, but I don't know for sure. In US version, Zangief can't one-hit stun with jump headbutt. Why can Zangief do that? I mean, I guess he is a large man. I would be stunned if he headbutted me as well. Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
He's got the Guardian Angels out.
And a 4-piece stunner.
To a perfect.
That's what Scope needs. He needs that momentum shift, you know? Sometimes you need those big hits, those big combos to really have faith in yourself again. Try to get momentum back away from
I don't know about you, but this is a lot more fun than watching Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, I'm having a little bit more fun than I was having watching 5 this year.
Not bad trade.
I still maintain that last year 5 was a lot of fun, and so it was the year before that, but this year was really boring. I don't even think I stayed up for the whole thing.
I did. I definitely
didn't. Trying to feel each other out. Good punish. Not bad. Not bad. Tony with a thin life lead. No anti-air.
That was good.
Come on, baby.
What does Scope have in his deck?
Yeah!
Yes. Again, a pair of low forwards, even this up at 2 fights a pop.
Can Scope do this?
Now,
I love that chicken. I'm glad that chicken.
Come back in the century, please. Come back in the century.
Solidify this, having lost the lead and bring back to a neutral situation, tied 2-2.
I would take a breather because I feel like she's a little bit on tilt. She has to recompose herself, get her, rebuild her confidence, believe that Honda wins this. I got this. I got the defense. I just gotta play patient, play slow, look for my moments, and just play it out. Yep. In the long run, if you don't get tilted by those cross-ups and mix-ups...
I always wonder when the commentators are like speculating what's going through the players' heads, like if it's remotely accurate.
He's brought a whole chain of damage.
Nice punish.
Hey, Katie.
Chip damage, good chip damage.
That gets Miller back with the life lead.
That's a big deal. The life lead in this match is super important.
Oh, boy.
He's in the sweep to stuff the hands, but there's Oicho City. Match point for Silent Scope.
Yeah, that was a big risk for Silent Scope committing to that moment there.
We're invested.
That's what led to the loss.
We're quite invested.
The punish, the setup, and Honda takes it. Tanya's now a set point right now.
Caught another hand. Oh, that's really looking convincing.
That down back is so serious
now
right now.
She's got a full meter. But he just mixes it up with that drill. A little risky, but what are we going to see?
Good trade, good trade.
The rounds are best of 2, right? I mean, you think that are best of 3?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You think I would have noticed that by now?
Nice trade. I feel
like you would have noticed that after we played it.
Super. He needs a big hit right now. Big hit. Oh my God! 2 ticks of health left.
Attention. You could cut it with a knife.
Got
him. Takes the hands, and Killer Miller advances over to losers semifinals.
Taken out. Going down the wire. Scope. Really not feeling himself.
It is really weird that neither of us know what's going to happen at all, and somebody in the chat does. But this also happened.
Well, this is 6 months ago. Everyone
sure did.
Oh, that was still incredible. Holy shit!
That was a good match. That was a good match.
So this is my first half.
I'm sure I don't need to like 6 months ago. I'm sure I don't need to like say any words of consolation. But goddamn, that was a hell of a game to watch.
He can still make it through losers. I say, knowing damn well he knows whether he did or not.
I think that was losers. Wasn't that a losers match?
No, I believe that was winners. Still, wasn't it?
I thought it was losers. Yeah, it was losers.
Ah, damn.
Some airplane stole all the equipment.
I thought I heard him say it was winners. That's why I thought.
But lucky for us.
Look, I'm not the brightest bulb in the silverware drawer.
I'm going to be joined by
tied for 5th.
I will see you guys soon. Team Chris.
That's significantly better than I could possibly do.
Now do they keep... Okay, they don't keep the break-in. Good. Okay. I was worried. Some VODs do. I didn't know if they would.
In the meantime, I'll keep you guys entertained. I hope you guys are enjoying the show here at Evolution 2018.
Okay, yeah.
Super Turbo. I'm super happy to be here.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that.
This game has been around for what?
Damn,
20,
incredible play,
25
dude.
years almost, just about.
Like,
And,
seriously.
we're still here. We're still EVO.
I don't know how
Big
much my
stage,
word
and, I
means
always
as
get
someone
my-
who has never
Someone who
played
has
this
no
game.
fucking
No
idea.
idea what this is.
Carry
But
boxes
at the
and
very
I
least, I
love
could
the
tell you
big
it was
death,
incredible
and
to
I'm really
watch.
happy seeing all
Like
these
I
teams
meant
give
it.
me
Wait, so we talked about this in
glory deserved,
the
so to speak.
the pre-play
So next up we got Tomo,
talk
not Ohira,
for,
versus Infamy. Both SoCal
for
players, but they
Street
haven't
Fighter
really played
2
too
is
much
that
in
my
the
main
tournament.
worry is that this is
So
the
we're gonna
one
see,
genre on the
these
whole
two
list
bring
that I don't
together.
really feel qualified to talk about.
There should be a button
That's why I think
Um,
that's why I think it's really good that we're doing this instead of just going
Yeah.
off that 1 hour of play.
Yeah, that 1 hour of two assholes jamming buttons and trying to play Street Fighter.
Boxer, maybe a Ryu. I don't think he'll bring out Osaka just in case he's very desperate.
And I figured,
I think we're gonna see some clean
like, I
stuff
figured
right now.
we might as well watch
Captain, welcome, sir. Glad to
something
have you
like
on the mic.
people that are good at the game.
Good to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we are.
So this is we actually
So we
played
didn't-
Street Fighter
we-
2 on the SNES.
We played Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting, I believe is what it was. The exact version we played. That's the version on the SNES Classic.
Definitely. This has been
Um,
a really exciting top 8 so
And
far. This will be a good one, actually.
obviously it was just two idiots flailing around for an hour because neither of us know how to play Street Fighter.
Yeah, the
So
idea.
that's why we figured we'd watch this.
The idea of the podcast that we're doing, we're fans of Smash Brothers, and we're going through the whole roster of that game, and we're playing one game for every character to learn the history. And so we get to Ryu, and we're like, we're not fighting game people, but we want to give this game we want to give this game the shot it deserves. Like
We want to be able to like talk about the game in a semi-competent manner, at least from a historical standpoint. Maybe not from a technical standpoint, because I think neither of us are going to really be able to do that. But it's just we figured it wouldn't be fair to just sit there and button mash for an hour and then be like, well, let's talk about it on our podcast.
yeah, no. If we
Hence why we're watching this.
if we had not sat down to watch this, then that would have been a disaster. But I'm really happy that we're doing this because this game looks incredible.
Countering the low rush, the low upper.
And honestly, when we played it, it was really fun too. Like
It was fun. We didn't know what we were doing, but it was still fun to
But
play.
getting in that position to do those mix-ups is very, very difficult.
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, starting off with the fireball zoning here.
Yeah, that's generally how it goes. Boxer needs to build meter.
No, we did not.
No,
do Street Fighter.
we will be recording it tomorrow. It'll come out this weekend.
That's kind of Boxer.
We recorded it. We played it
And on block. Oh, here we go.
basically in the middle of our Link to the Past stuff because Matt was here.
Both
Yeah.
players are
And it
very,
was
very
more
friendly.
convenient
Right
for us
there,
to play
right-
it.
right
Deal
there.
now. Does it come down to who throws it first?
Yes, right here in my
Hey,
heart.
I'm so focused on talking, like I've missed this entire match so far.
Oh, and the set.
I've been paying attention. It's actually super cool because like we were talking about how man, two non-projectile characters going at it is really cool looking. A non-projectile character and a projectile character also seems to be pretty cool. Seems the matches that aren't fun to watch are just the ones with two projectiles.
I just realized that the trio of Boxer, Dictator, and Claw are right next to each other on the character's select screen.
Well, yeah, they're the villains. They're the main villains of Street Fighter.
Oh, nice.
All three of them.
It's so dumb. I hate it.
Mix-ups.
It's really
Oh.
stupid. And they can, like you said, they'll never be able to fix it. Ever.
I don't know how sick he is, but he's playing sick right now.
Yeah,
Let me
he
tell
is,
you.
he is. I know. We know he wasn't feeling well, but yeah.
It's too late. It's been 20 years.
Yeah, I know. Let's hope it. Let's hope for it.
Didn't get to play them until Champion Edition.
The mix-ups.
Champion Edition of 2? Oh, I guess, yeah, because Street Fighter 1 was just Ryu and Ken, I think, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh, goes for tick. What? That should be it.
Technically just Ryu, and then a red Ryu that was named Ken
So far, both guys have won.
in Street Fighter 1.
Ryu and American Ryu.
Look at that meter build.
Ryu and Ryu who eats hamburgers.
From Tomo, good footsies right now.
Okay,
Big
so
life lead.
Boxer, Claw, Sagat, and Dictator were bosses in the original Street Fighter 2, and then...
The version we played did have
Oh, he
them,
burns it right
Yes.
but
That's good for Tomo, actually.
Yeah, very good for Tomo.
But yeah, I knew that they were bosses at first for a while.
Restricted what Tomo's options were.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, you know, when you're boxing,
One of I can't remember who, but I think one of them was actually the boss of Street Fighter 1, wasn't it?
60%
I think
gain,
Sagat.
so
Yeah, okay, Sagat.
Yep.
It is what it is right now. Tomo's up 2-0.
Hyper fighting. Okay, so hyper fighting was the one we played. So,
right? I think.
Yes, he does have a
Is it
Ryu,
bad that I'm
Sagat,
really looking forward to
this is the
looking
main
up a
stable
list of
character
version names for Street Fighter 2 to read on the show?
A little bit.
I'm looking forward to that.
See, we've got his switch.
okay,
I
so,
await that with bated breath.
Versus John Choi. John Choi won 3-0.
So that's kind of interesting how like they basically did like the modern season model of characters in an era before DLC was a thing.
Okay, so far.
Well, that's why there's so many versions.
Oh
yeah.
Because DLC wasn't a fucking thing.
Or
But they wanted
patches.
to have more characters.
Oh, nice sweep on that.
And the only way to do that was to just make a new fucking game. Well, a new game,
Right.
but release it as a new game, basically.
Corner. Otherwise, Sagat with the way that his it's because of the hurt box extension, right?
Oh,
It's
this is Sagat and Ryu.
Yes,
Oh, let's give it. Let's
yeah,
let's give it our best effort to
I
enjoy.
just did.
Move back with the screen and block the rest of his arms so extended. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Did you lift me winning
But neither of them are my floor friend. So,
What was his name? Do we know it's not Tomo now?
I have no fucking idea.
On the super.
This is before you just put your quarter in a new machine and then you had to buy a new game. Yeah, I remember people being kind of mad about that with Street Fighter 4.
Like
Because
that it was a thing, or
well, no, that so like for arcade versions of Street Fighter 2, when they came out with a new version, all you had to do was go to your arcade and it still costed a quarter to play. Meanwhile, with Street Fighter 4, you had to buy a game.
well, that's the changing landscape of video.
That's
games.
that's why it was such a big deal when Capcom was like, Street Fighter 5, if you bought it once, you own the game. Any change we make is just going to be added on top of that game.
Wait, was that not the case for 4?
No, it was not.
In the corner, at the very least, you can control where you fight.
Oh,
Take the screen away from old Saget. Nice fireball.
that was not. Okay, yeah, that's some horseshit. That's some horseshit.
Nice tick.
Yeah, people weren't super happy about it. I remember that much.
I like that tattoo right there. Oh, there's another one. Oh,
There it is.
catches him. He can chip him
They
out.
released
Oh,
five different versions of 4. Yeah, I believe so.
That's horseshit.
There it is.
And do you know what the highest selling version is?
Takes it.
The first one.
3D for the 3DS. It's the highest selling version of Street Fighter 4.
Digital is quite a high quality player. Definitely has a good
Because it's on the 3DS. I hope I'm right about that. I heard that said multiple times to me. Required a new purchase. Every other version was DLC for Super.
So, coming up next, we have the winners finals. Reno MD versus John Choi.
Huh.
Yeah, this will be very exciting. So far, Reno MD doing very well. You know, hasn't attended a whole lot of offline tournaments, but he's making a good name for
Oh,
himself so
God.
far, making all
You
the
mean
winners
this one?
finals.
Yeah, I know he's had quite.
Do you own a copy of Super Street Fighter 4
I've been
3D?
very happy
I
to
also
see him
owned one
turn
at one point. I think I bought it with my 3DS because it was, for a while, one of 3 games on the 3DS. 3 is optimistic. One of 2 games on the 3DS.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I don't think these two. Have
I
ever
actually
played
kind of want to like
any games
try
Super
playing
Mario
this, but
Bros.
my
or
3DS
casual,
R button is
so-
broken, so I
and,
can't play like any
you know,
real
I'm not
games
quite
right
sure
now. I
how
gotta fix
Reno
that.
MD's handling his nerves right now. It's very stressful playing on stage.
Yeah.
I think I do actually have a 3D.
Oh yeah.
Ah, you're right. I also have
As
the
name,
digital
as a
copy of
household
3D
name in
from
the FGC, it's like,
Humble
that's-
Bundle.
there's
I think I have it installed, but I've never
Now
actually
this
like
is gonna
loaded
be-
it up.
Alright,
All
John Choi is your guy.
Picks because he had been picking
Okay.
Ryu
You can do it,
for
friend,
Scat in
son.
his match versus Tomo.
Son.
Dictator. or
Sure, he's my
Scat?
son now.
Dictator,
Whatever.
Ryu, like, what do you think is the?
Matchup wise,
I have a lot of sons,
I mean, I was gonna say Ryu.
Yeah,
It's
was
and
thinking
now
that
he is
too,
my
actually.
son
I
as
think
well.
Dictator might have a little bit of a better.
He has no say in this matter,
Strangely enough, he fights
which
him
I'm
pretty
sure
well.
he would take
He's not
offense
outside
to.
of some may face,
But-
you know, against John Choi, who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
I think he's just feeling old Saget right now, feeling very comfortable. He's getting good uppercuts in, and you know.
I'm glad that after Full House, Bob
It's
Saget
about
was
where
able
you're
to get
comfortable
plenty of
with,
work.
picking your character, you know.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't know if you do.
Paying off for John Choi.
Do you know who John Choi is?
Missed the anti-air.
I do not. That name sounds familiar, I think.
I frankly don't know the first thing about Street Fighter, the Street Fighter scene.
Damage. Can you follow up?
Oh.
I feel like I should. The name does sound kind of familiar, but I don't.
Psycho Crusher and go over low Tiger Shot and punish it. But knowing that John Choi went with a high Tiger Shot, and it paid out for him 2 or 3 times in that round.
Yeah. So in this particular matchup, we're gonna see.
I feel like my Bob Saget joke didn't get enough.
No, he got what
Actually.
he needed.
It
Currently runs
punishes
NCR.
his
Top
very
player.
wide arc on a jump.
Oh, he's been in this
as
for
well
a while.
as,
NCR. What's?
Head stomp at certain ranges.
Now I like that Psycho Crusher response there. He ducks the high Tiger.
I'm
wasn't
gonna
in block
guess
stun.
it's
I'm not sure
not
if
the
Ultimate maybe
NCR
tried something
Corporation.
and that
NorCal Regionalists.
Okay.
Regionals.
So yes, not
or
the
if
National
it was-
Cash
if he was- it
Register
was actually full
Corporation.
punish where Ultigat didn't have an
That's cool.
Could be the
though.
same thing.
Tiger
Ooh,
again,
that's
catches
cool.
Reno MD trying to jump out.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Unfortunately, neither of us are from California. We've got friends in California, but I'm
I know he mentioned a big
in
reason
Kansas
for going to the
and he is in Jersey.
2018 is because he wants to get warmed up
Coming
in
together
time
through
for
the magic of the
exhibition
internet.
tonight against Alex Valle.
Yes.
Alpha 2, Alpha 3 Super Turbo exhibition.
That's
so
very
far.
exciting. I'm very glad that I got a ticket for that. And I'll thank Alex Valle. He
Big
posted the
stunt.
code.
Whoa! That was an uppercut, I do believe.
Ooh.
This is a tough situation for Dictator there.
It is very hard.
Also got backing off.
Shit.
Yeah, slow perfect at 67 seconds.
You did it, Danny Tanner. I'm gonna keep making that joke. I don't care.
As I understand, Sagat is one of the top characters, right?
Big
that
jump
could-
is
oh.
missed the 4-piece combo. That was a big deal.
Who are the top tier characters in Street Fighter in this version of Street Fighter 2?
Okay, but Reno MD with a thin life lead. Let's see if he can maintain it or close out.
Old Sagat is.
Oh, is there a difference between Sagat
John
and
Troy
old
trying to
Sagat?
feel out Reno MD. Oh, nice head stomp. Nice. All right, Reno MD finally taking a round here. Making some good adjustments to his game here. Landing big hits when he can.
There's so much about Street Fighter I don't understand. If you notice, he has no super meter. Oh.
Oh. Yeah, what the hell?
John Troy's got,
Actually, I didn't notice that till just now.
Jump in. John Choi maintaining his spacing very well. Doesn't want to stay close to Dictator unless he's in the corner.
Yeah, we're also
Interesting.
seeing Dictator taking to the air with these devil reverses, not necessarily jumping in.
Putting the code to.
But
Oh.
this
Take
is-
essentially the new Challengers version of the character. Huh.
Reno's closing in.
Interesting.
Oh.
Not quite chip damage. He's got 1, 2 more ticks. Can't block anymore.
Oh, so it's old Sagat as in the
Goes for
previous
super pressure.
version of Sagat.
Oh!
I've always
What a
heard
play by Reno.
I've
What a
always heard the
read,
phrase
what
old
a
Sagat
read.
and just assumed it was like, oh, he's
Mixes
an
it
old
up,
man.
Goes in low.
Yeah,
Wow.
Reno MD.
Yeah, it's just Sagat with a beard.
I think John Choi is going to down back and see what I do next. Perfect time to walk up throw.
Yeah. Wow. Well played.
I would main
That was a
Sagat
right
as a
call in
beard.
that situation. Reno
It was.
MD using
I don't
the
know, I'll
very,
play
very fast walk
Street Fighter,
to
but I'd
to,
main
to
Sagat with a
play
beard.
Some shenanigans in there.
Yeah. So 1-1 now. That's, I believe, is the first loss of a game that John Choi has taken all tournament.
So effectively,
Not all tournament, but definitely in
so
top
essentially then
He's
they
1-3-0
nerfed
for the
him
other side.
Oh, right.
in later
because he
versions,
actually
but still
wasn't
let you
playing,
play as
actually,
the
I do
old,
remember
more
he
powerful
played,
version.
Guile against Rekaken and took a loss.
Yeah, he actually had a couple of sets that went down to 3-2. You know, score-wise.
See, that's an interesting. Oh, damn.
Oh, and then he gets the juggle and takes him
Nice.
John Choi with a mental slip-up, throwing a very unsafe Tiger, very reactable by Reno MD. Good job, Lane.
Scott has a habit of being super OP and then getting nerfed in later versions. Sagat and Vanilla Street Fighter 4 was a
Looking a
beast.
lot more competitive
Nice.
now in these sets
He
than,
was very recently
perhaps
added
the
to
first two
5, I
games.
think,
The first
right?
game
I remember
was
seeing.
Yes.
I think
He
I
was
remember
one. He was
seeing
one of
him.
the. He was one of the last two. Him and G were the last two characters of season 3.
Nice throw. Nice
Wow, another one.
shenanigans.
Oh shit!
Whoa!
Hell yeah!
Scramble situation.
That just kind of happened.
That was awesome.
I don't
Because
think
that
Reno,
was what a heartbreaker.
I don't think Reno MD anticipated that random jump short. I think it tilted him a little bit. He kind of froze up. And a good hit confirm of John
Uh-oh.
Choi, but here
That
it
should
comes.
put it away.
Oh,
he
he
chopped
misses
it.
it.
That's
Oh.
one thing Dictator at high levels, they gotta hit those combos.
You have to.
Gotta hit them.
You have to.
Didn't impact this one. He was able to still win. He had a huge life lead. But that's
Have we seen a Dhalsim yet?
bread and
in
butter
this
for
night?
Dictator, basically.
Right, because that combo, you
We
usually
have
get
not,
Stun, and like when you get that
actually.
stun, you probably get a follow combo. And
Dhalsim is the only character on that list we have
It's an
not
amazing play by
seen.
John
Yeah.
Choi. You don't
Well,
wanna
and
give him
it's
extra
like I was saying,
opportunity to come back.
it's really
Exactly. So
interesting that we
hilarious
didn't
for
see
you.
characters repeat until
I
we started
like
seeing
this
players
pick. I like
repeat.
that change here.
Yeah.
Yes. On paper, yeah. On paper, a better pick in my opinion.
Which again, I feel like it might have just been Melee specifically that has caused us to be Melee, and I think certain years of Street Fighter V that caused us to be very cynical towards character choices. Dhalsim's top tier, but one of the hardest to use effectively. That would explain it, I suppose.
You get to play very often.
Exactly. Reno MD so far playing very clean, keeping his mental composure right now. Has a good opportunity right now to close out against John Choi here in Winners Finals.
Apologies, I didn't sleep well last night.
I also did not sleep well last night.
If you ever watched CVS 2, be ready to see a bunch of
Wait a
repeats.
minute.
Oh,
Oh!
Don't
I
worry,
looked
like
away
I
for like
said,
a
we,
second and suddenly Ryu's dead.
John Choi.
like I said, we watch a lot of Melee, so repeats.
Yeah, I'm
Repeats are a thing we're familiar with.
So am I. I'm really glad he came
You
back
ever
here.
watched
Obviously, he's glad.
4 Fox Dittos in a row? Me too.
I think there was a lot of
That's okay, Melee's not a real fighting game, it's not even a real Smash game.
But when does he go to tournaments?
That's always a question.
I know this from
According
years
to
of research.
According to Salem.
You never know how good they are in a tournament. Timing and speeding's a little different.
What a
So far,
stupid
this will be
tweet.
favorable MD.
Not at all. He's performed
Years of
incredibly well.
research.
He's moved on to
What
grand
a
finals.
stupid tweet.
So just looking at the bracket then, so we finished Reno MD versus John Choi. Now we're going to loser semi. So we've got Killer Miller versus Tomo.
Yeah, this will be a tough
Okay,
draw.
Killer Miller.
Yeah, this is so.
I think I'm gonna go in for Kill Miller too.
Yeah.
On this one.
Well, traditionally, when I'm rooting for someone and they get knocked out, I start rooting for the person that knocked them out
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
after breaking my heart, you fucking better win.
Yeah. So she's got a bad job, so.
Yeah, she got put in
That's a hell of a logic there. You know, I gotta
on paper for sure.
I gotta respect that logic.
Yeah.
It's definitely a button check, a button select.
I just realized I can also watch through OBS.
Oh shit, a Chun-Li!
Oh, shit.
We haven't seen a
Oh
Chun-Li
no,
yet.
this is.
Or
I
it
think
can.
This is button checks. I
Oh,
think.
this is a button check. Damn.
Try to get the spirit bomb going. Sure for the
I got excited.
There you go.
Oh, I think for someone getting hit by Ken's fire punch, they used the same sprite for everyone. I think so. It was
Yes.
clearly not Chun-Li in there.
The cabinets he's used to
Pick
playing
up
back in Japan,
two.
which is like swimming in cabinets, arcade cabinets.
Oh.
Maybe he's trying to
Isn't that how Marvel 2 is as well? Isn't it like you play Sentinel, you play Storm, you play Magneto, or you lose?
Something like that.
Honor versus Ryu. Now, you're gonna see
Wasn't
a
it
whole
like
lot of
there's
zoning
like a
Tomo.
big 3 or so? No, that's Jump Ultimate
You
Stars.
want to keep Honda as far away as possible.
That's a
Honda.
hell of a game to bring up suddenly. That's a name I've not heard in a while. Psylocke's in there too sometimes. All right, that's a little bit better than I thought.
So far, good
What do you mean you haven't heard of Jump Ultimate Stars in a while?
I-
Curb was
I
playing
didn't
it like
think-
2 nights ago.
Full screen
Hey,
is where
Curb
Ryu
plays a
wants
lot of
Honda.
things, Dark.
Well, yeah, when Honda gets hit by the fireball, he burns a lot of fat.
Yeah.
Hey.
Tomo looking very comfortable. Nice.
Hey,
Oh,
it's hard to
the
aim at my
throw.
webcam.
I mean, I would assume it's a memory thing.
But here comes
Oh,
There's only so
absolutely.
much memory.
Oh, the big uppercut.
That and it's easier to make one burning sprite.
God, even if you had
And now he's
enough
got
memory to
basically
make
full
unique
screen
sprites for
forward
everyone, would
coming
you?
back. He's almost got.
Exactly, like that seems like a lot of work
Good jump in, that was
for
big damage. What can Tanya
for
do?
something that
Oh,
doesn't matter all
it?
that much.
Oh, there it is. Try to get out of the chip damage
So
situation.
in that first match we watched, we complained about how like the projectile spam between Ryu and Sagat,
Very convincing,
but
didn't have too much trouble keeping up. Now she has a few good
the-
opportunities to get in and push him in the corner and do some
watching
damage,
a
but
projectile
really hard for Honda to
user
start.
versus a non-projectile user is actually really interesting.
Remember how Smash used to have skeletons when you got
those
shot?
are 3D models. That's
Yeah, those are 3D models. Those are a lot easier to edit than sprites.
Nice uppercut.
I'm sorry,
If
I
I'm-
sounded
I'm
way
being
more
broken
dismissive
down.
than I meant to there.
Block strings, pushing her back, and now
It's
Honda in the corner.
like it's sort of the same whole idea of like, why are so many Zelda characters in Smash based on the 3D Zeldas and not the 2D Zeldas? And it's because 3D models are easier to model a 3D model after. And in the same way, like, if all you got to do is turn the model black and make a skeleton that sort of looks like it would belong to that character, or in Kirby's case, nothing, then it's just a lot easier than making pixel art for every single character. Honda does really well against non-fireball characters, but has a hard time against fireball characters.
Yeah,
I imagine.
Yeah, I can kind of see like Miller's having a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
Just
He's having trouble getting in.
Of this matchup.
Yeah.
It's basically just been a textbook display of that.
It's a real struggle. I think every Honda player watching it right now can feel her pain trying to get over these fireballs.
Speaking of like,
We can see
this is sort of a tangent, but man, trying to main Simon and Ultimate is hard for me because this is the first time I've had to play a character where the idea isn't get in their face, get right up in there, babe. Because if you do that with Simon, you're screwed.
so difficult.
Nice jump from Tanya. Got him in the corner. Life
Like,
lead. Good
think of it this way: I played fucking Little Mac before. Oh man!
Oh
shit!
Yeah, I'm kind of seeing like the big problem is approaching here because Honda is, from what I can tell, definitely more close range. And Ryu can just kind of like.
He has
keep
that
him
one
the
move
fuck
that
away.
launches him forward, but that's really about all.
Ooh.
Ooh, tried. Nice though! Hell yeah!
5 fingers to the face.
And I hear that crowd cheering that.
Tanya's getting hyped. She's feeling it. Gets around off of Otomo. Oh, no anti-air from Otomo. Tanya got him in the corner. Nice.
Oh, this is awesome.
No. Oh.
That's slightly less awesome.
That was a big deal. Oh, there we go.
I don't know. This is pretty cool.
Nice anti-air.
Honda's got him on the ropes.
Chip damage. Chip.
Come on.
A little bit more.
Come on.
Tanya, my girl,
You got this. You got this.
No, too close for super. Honda's supers only goes through fireballs if once
Yeah!
You are somehow still ahead of me.
How the fuck?
I don't know.
Let's see if this momentum. We
Like,
definitely hear the
quarter
crowd.
of a second now, I think.
Player.
For sure, this always happens. Someone goes up 2-0, and all of a sudden that third game, people start making adjustments.
Paused and
So,
started it
let's see
again.
what someone can bring
Cool.
back here. Nice nice crouch medium punch to counter the hands. Very strong button against Honda's hand pressure. And very safe too. Fast recovery on that.
Is this Ken's stage?
I think so.
Why is Ken's stage just a boat?
Well here, nice jump in. Oh, okay. Whoa, oh, Tomo gets out. That was a good escape option. Didn't want to be in the corner.
I guess because that's his boat.
Oh,
He is a rich boy.
trouble.
The Buppo.
Counter.
So is
Somo.
Oh my God! The
Shit, that was rad!
Oh!
Wow.
Holy shit, that was super cool!
Amazing corner pressure right there.
Tanya's mental
Hot
game
damn.
is on point right now. 3 reads in a row, all hitting their marks.
I think we might need to watch Street Fighter 2 at EVO this year.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm watching this year.
Fishing for a uppercut or a counter throw in that situation, which Bush Slam does beat if timed properly. Tanya with the patience, but lands on a fireball anyways. Nice jump in.
And just the walk forward got her out of that corner.
That's what you gotta do. Is Honda, you gotta bulldog. You know, you can't.
Yeah, is it normal for them to like have a like a full stage for the side tournaments?
Gotta look for a bad fireball.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I was gonna
Well, like
say,
that's the same kind of stage they had for like Wii
know
U.
where he wanted her in that situation.
Yeah, but
This
wasn't
year.
yeah, but Wii U was a main stage game.
No, it wasn't.
The safe jump timing.
Yeah, it was.
Well, yes, it was.
Because there's that
You're
whole
right.
shit. There's that whole garbage with Bayonetta.
When you said main stage, I thought you for some reason my brain was like it wasn't at the Mandalay, but that's not what you were talking about. I know this now. Yeah. Come on, baby. Oh, come on, Miller. Come on, Miller. Oh.
Wait a minute, Tony, there you go, good block. That was huge.
Come on, baby.
Ryu without super.
Yeah!
Wow.
Come back in the century.
Possibly.
That was good. That was good. Come on, baby.
That is a from a
Okay,
hell yeah.
matchup standpoint,
Civic stage for side games. When?
Oh,
That's cool.
so they just have one stage for. Okay,
Oh! Okay, soft punish
Interesting.
on the jump in there.
I assume the Melty Blood
Tanya's playing with some
stage
heat
is still
right
in the
now.
bathroom though.
She won. Oh!
Nice jump back there.
Literally a joke. I am not even qualified to make, but I still find it so funny.
Nice anti-air. Can't you do this? Oh, the Kusamundo trick didn't quite work out.
Catches her with the fireball.
Damn.
All right, so match point Tomo now. Let's see what John can channel.
I lived that Melty Blood joke.
I don't even think I've heard of Samurai Showdown.
It's another SNK game, I believe.
Tomo's up with a strong 60% life lead, 70% life lead.
This is not a good start to this round.
It is definitely not.
Oh, this might be it.
Oh, this is gonna break my heart.
Fireball. She walked in.
Oh.
Opportunity. He's got one good chance.
Oh.
There it is. Okay.
So now you're gonna go rooting for Tomo?
I don't know. I don't know if it transfers twice.
Oh right, I forgot there is a new Samurai Showdown coming out. Coming out this year.
Who are we rooting for now?
I guess Tomo.
Very few bad fireballs thrown in that game because one thing.
By your rule, it's Tomo now.
Yeah, but like you know how it's entropy. It can't just keep going back and forth.
So much more than that going on.
Right, there's a lot of nuance going on.
What does that mean?
Do you not know what entropy means?
I do. But what do you mean? Can't keep going back and forth.
I mean, like the heartbreak gets less and less every time.
Oh.
A Ryu, an old Scott, and a dictator left. Okay.
I am gonna root for the dictator because I think he's more fun to watch.
Dictator.
I get no. We should vote. We should root for Ryu. That is who this one's for.
Fuck that.
So I'm expecting definitely.
Okay, so this is this is a repeat of the first match of this top 8.
It is.
Who won?
And they're both on the floor now.
Oh man, they're both going for your love here.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so we're in losers finals. Okay.
He's actually very difficult to use. So very strong character, but
So
also
Tomo won that first one, right?
And at the high levels.
Yes.
Sorry, my allergies have been acting up.
Is Tomo? Wow, Tomo's playing boxer.
He's serious. He's serious. I think he realized that Osaka versus Ryu too difficult.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, Tomo lost first one. Okay.
Some say very
okay.
Favor 6-4 perhaps, but definitely winnable matchup.
So here,
I don't know who to root for then. There's the underdog story that I love. There's switching to an off character. I love that. John Choi though.
Tomo on this one.
Very strong round by Tomo.
I will not be sad whoever wins or whoever loses, but I'm personally gonna pull for Tomo.
I like it. I like it.
Because I like boxing characters, and that's literally the only reason.
But then again, John Choi is no stranger to finding a boxer with his old set.
Really strong pick. Okay.
Many years. Oh my goodness. Setups.
Oh, okay. He had a space in that string. He was going for the throws out a super.
He's looking like John
I like boxing characters. That's why I play Little Mac and Smash. That's why I played Hit for the very little time that I touched Dragon Ball. That's why I played Akihiko and Persona.
Then I guess I'll never get you to play Soul Calibur.
There's no boxers in that. I think when I played Street Fighter 4, I played Dudley.
Here comes Tomo with the mix-ups.
And he's got meter.
The throw baits. Oh, combo. No combo.
Oh, man.
Oh, tries for a headbutt. I do
Shit. You weren't kidding.
Choi has got to be careful with those tigers. If Tomo gets in a little bit. Okay, just throw out the super there.
I said this already, and I'm going to say it again. Sagat's voice does not sound like it should be coming out of that body.
That was a plan because Osaka has very little.
I think a lot of the Street Fighter 2 voices were weird.
I think that was just old video game, though. Like, there aren't a lot of video games where characters sound like they should probably sound.
Sticks with old Sagat.
I mean, Choi's literally been playing this matchup for over 20 some odd years. He knows it like the back of his hand. But he doesn't know Tomo.
Especially now, considering we've heard modern Sagat, and he doesn't sound like that.
Tomo wants to play a very different style here.
Very effective fireball dodging by Tomo.
Oh, nice.
How does that work? What just happened? Explain
super.
to some of. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that's one thing. As he was effectively dodging those fireballs with headbutts.
We're used to supers being super flashy and like having a big animation to them, but this game was made in 1991.
I kind of like them better this way though. I think.
Trades, but Boxer is down.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying 94. Sorry.
Double
Still.
KO.
Boxer's happy blocking a lot of Tiger shots as long as he can get super meter.
Oh shit.
Because once Boxer gets super meter, that's when the real game begins.
Yeah,
Remember when we got a double KO on ours and we didn't even know that that was possible?
It's about, for the Boxer standpoint,
Sure
it's about building
do.
up that meter and not being too out of it in terms of the life balance.
Right.
Oh, he supered through a fireball.
Nice.
Nice.
Read on the fireball patterns.
That was a high count. I missed the count, but it was high.
Oh, big uppercut, no trade.
Ooh.
John Choi taking it. Okay, I believe the score is incorrect right
Whose
now.
stage is
I believe
this?
it's Tomo up 1?
Tomo is up 1, yeah.
Yes, the score is now
I don't
1-0
know.
for Tomo.
I'm trying to hear the music. DJs. Okay, that would be. I wouldn't recognize the music then. I don't think I've ever heard DJ's theme.
Wait,
This
so
is gonna be an interesting game to research the soundtrack of.
so in later games, both players get the point?
I can't understand how big that was. Tomo was in full, complete control.
Yes.
Made a small mental mistake, wrong error.
That's
John
nuts.
Choi jump in,
Wow.
big
That is
damage, big
insane,
stun,
actually.
And the closer combo to finish it off.
Okay, yeah, definitely sticking with Boxer after the way this has been unfolding. He's not going back to Ryu against Alt Sagat.
I'm not surprised. So far, this solid matchup right now, the pacing.
Okay,
is,
so we're 1-1?
Tomo very, very well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Looking very, very.
I know
comfortable fighting
they
for
just
second.
said like the overlay might not be right, so.
Oh, no punish.
Well, look at this. Slight life deficit, but he's got the full meter now. And that's what he wants. Ideally not at any deficit, but at
Nice
least
hands there,
close.
headbutt. Oh, John Choi with the wake-up pokes. Nice.
Intense.
Gotta be careful. Tomo's got that super.
He's very worried about that.
I always get like this.
Oh!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Stuck into the throw.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Boy, jump back roundhouse.
Damn.
Ooh.
Tomo getting a little impatient. John Choi is staying very, very solid as he does. I mean, this man literally built his reputation in Street Fighter for strong defensive fundamentals and reactions. Big jump in. Oh, doesn't get the three-piece combo. Doesn't need it. Boxer's still doing good.
Oh!
Ooh.
Full stun.
Shit. Shit.
He started off like basically just melting John's health.
John Choi trying to get some damage off. Couldn't quite work.
Now, does Boxer
It took me a minute to process that you're talking about John Choi and not Sagat, and just calling Sagat John.
It probably trained,
But that was he only needed.
But that's just me.
yeah,
I was surprised at those jump-ins that Alt Sagat was.
It's been a long day.
I'm used to referring to participants as their player name, not their character name.
So I don't know if we're gonna watch like the award ceremony. I assume that's part of this VOD.
This is what Tomo wants. He wants.
Yeah, it is. Are we going to? Should we?
I don't know.
I'm not against it.
Really not inaccurate for how long he's played the character.
Very nice. Uh-oh.
Yeah, they were saying the commentators. Commentators were saying he's been playing this character for like 20 years.
Well, yeah. He Silent Scope in the chat said that he's been playing Street Fighter 2 since like 2000.
Yeah, Tiger knee or shot, yeah.
Yeah, in that situation.
This is mostly a Yoko Shimomura jam. Yeah, I knew that. I knew Yoko Shimomura was behind this, which is going to be awesome because that means I get to mention Yoko Shimomura in a Smashterpieces episode.
And you look at his meter, he's basically one more special move.
I don't think I get to do that for any of the other games.
What else has she done that I would know?
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh.
Wow.
She does the Mario RPGs, not Paper Mario, I don't think, but she does the like Mario and Luigi games. And she did Street Fighter 2. She's my favorite video game composer. I mostly know her because of Kingdom Hearts, but she's super. She's super good.
He wants that grand final set. Okay. Oh, the rush up are very hard to react to.
But since Gino is and never will be in Smash, we are playing Super Mario RPG.
The super, get him in the corner. John Choi fighting back. Not done yet. John Choi with the uppercut. Big damage trade. All right, Tomo slowing down.
Come on, Tomo.
Oh, nice
Come on.
jump.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Went to combo. They're just out of range.
John
That was
Choi
super
finding
close.
the gap, showing why he has one of the best fireball games that Street Fighter has ever seen.
Nice
Here comes
headbutt there by
Tomo.
Tomo, though.
So,
And he's got
so how does it feel to watch the plebeians, if you will, enjoying a game they don't quite understand?
Now this is Tomo's to win. Mix-ups, goes for the headbutt.
Damn.
Solid.
Damn.
Solid.
Boy.
That is a big accomplishment.
You know what?
Yeah.
Give it for John Choi.
Yeah,
Give him a good clap
absolutely.
at home.
Yeah, I'm
Absolutely give
I'm
that
pulling
up to John
for.
Choi.
Now I don't know.
Proving why he's a legend, making it all the way to the top 3 here at Evolution 2.
I think Tomo might be my guy. I know I said I was gonna root for Dictator earlier, but
not enough to beat Tomo.
Very happy that he
I don't know. That was a good set.
I think I'm rooting for Tomo. I think I like Tomo.
Registration. But in case anyone was wondering about the brackets,
That was stressful.
that was he's.
Man,
he's
I got hype enough watching this to like plan to continue watching it.
What didn't account on the reliable internet access that we had here.
Yeah, I think I'll be checking it out this EVO.
Were I a younger man who had far more time on my hands, maybe I'd even pick it up and start playing it.
Were I a younger man with any semblance of mechanical skill whatsoever in my bones,
We're gonna pay some bills real quick.
Bayonetta is going to be a disaster. I hope you all realize that.
That's okay. We're not getting in there for like 3 years. We're good.
We sure aren't. I bought it today
STRevival.com.
to be ready for it.
Tournament of Legends, and we're talking about the fundraising. There are links to the fundraising campaign. So
Time for me to
if
pour
ask if
good old
anyone
Coke
who's
Zero.
back can go take a look at that. STRevival.com.
There we go.
We're not sponsored by Coke Zero. I would like them to sponsor us.
But if you'd like to sponsor us, Coke, I drink enough of your product to kill a young bull. So you'd save me a lot of money.
I was basically making a joke. Did you ever see like the Bo Burnham special, Make Happy?
No.
There's a part.
But I should.
There's one part. I forgot what the sponsor was. I think it was for Skittles, where like he starts singing an advertisement song for them, and it's like one of the dumbest, kitschiest commercials for it ever. And he's just like, they're not sponsoring me. I just really want them to.
Oh shit! I think they kept this ad break in. That's fine. It's fine. I gotta go to the bathroom anyways. It works.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Canada Cup Super Turbo. Oh, interesting. That's funny, thinking of EVO as being a qualifier for something else. I might check that out. Like, it's really easy to see why, why a game so old lasted for so long. Like, even just from like my being a random spectator who's never played Street Fighter at any level, I'm so much more into this than I was Street Fighter 5 just watching that. And that's not to say that Street Fighter 5 is bad. It's just that this is just more exciting, more fun, more really cool. Simple with a lot of depth is I think some of the most exciting stuff in the world. And I think, what on earth does that sound? I think that modern games tend to lose that core virtue of simple with a lot of depth in favor of being flashy.
It's them adding coins. Oh,
that's hilarious.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, I believe all we have left is grand finals, right?
Yes, we're in grand finals. Wow.
So, yep, Super Turbo Grand Final. It says it on the fucking screen. God damn it!
One of these days, I'll learn how to read. That day's up today.
It would sure help me a lot in life if I knew how to fucking read.
I was just hearing today. They're reading today that like illiteracy rates used to be like 100%, basically.
and Cyberlink has just tweeted at us an article called Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 2 Oral History.
Well, I know
which we should probably check out before tomorrow's recording.
I know what I'm checking out. What time do you want to do that tomorrow, by the way? Because
I'm good at any point after my thing.
Okay, I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I'm probably taking off work.
Okay. I still got to go to work, and then I have the NWR thing, and then...
Right. Yes. I forgot that you were doing that.
We suspect Tomo picked it hurt him. You could tell like he was hurt.
Yeah.
See, I know about the like having to reset and like do the stuff.
I can't imagine we're going to see Boxer.
Mainly because of the best friends and some of their fisticuffs videos. Man, I miss them.
Yeah, it's funny like thinking back in the day, like when you're playing on real arcade cabinets. Well, I guess now that I'm saying this out loud, you can just basically flip a switch in most arcade cabinets and change it to free mode. But
for sure, people hate that character.
Yeah, he's not bad.
like I'm imagining tournaments where you had to just actually pay for every match.
I doubt that was actually a thing at any point. Well, but it could have been. I don't know. I wasn't there. See, Tomo's even on the ground. Sure, he has to win this twice, but he can do it.
We're gonna see what's good now.
Yeah, very interesting here.
Button check, I do believe. Yep, button check.
Like basically, the next thing I'm going to do after this stream is I'm gonna go start listening to the soundtrack. Because I always forget to do that until like the hour before we record. Every time. Required yen, so the guy had a bag of 100 yen to insert. Oh my god, that's fucking awesome. That's so great.
I love it.
Okay, so Tomo,
that's so awesome.
I love it. Grassroots scenes are the best.
Oh.
Oh, this is it. It wasn't quite.
Shit, this is really.
This is just button checks, and you're like, "This is really cool." Is what you're about to say.
Is this button checks?
Yeah,
I don't think this is button. Is it?
They said it was button checks.
I don't think this is button checks, dude.
Oh, nice jump there.
No, this is not button checks.
Oh my god!
Oh shit! I forgot.
I thought it was button checks, so I wasn't even paying attention.
No, that was not button checks. That was a match, or that was a round. Fuck.
This fireball trap is very hard for Dictator to get out of, but that's one way to get out of it. Reno MD.
Yeah, I was going to say Dictator has some options there. It can be tough to get out, but he does have some options.
I kind of like, because we haven't seen one, I kind of forgot that timeout could be a thing. Despite the giant orange numbers, like, on top of the screen.
Nowadays, mostly you only see timers in fighting games as like a thing to keep the action moving, and you rarely actually see timeouts. I mean, that's true in this game, kind of. But like, the timer in this game goes so quick that it's actually feasible to see timeouts in regular play.
Now, Reno MD, I've never seen him play another character.
But it is interesting to see the timer based on game speed. I assume it's tied to frame rate, most likely.
Pretty close to even, right?
But
I'd say about at least 6.5.
That is just like a time capsule of that's how we used to have to do timers, just in video games in general. I believe we can do it differently now. Obviously, you very rarely see a timer tied to frame rate, but
in most situations there are exceptions, of course, but
that was the easiest way to do it back then.
I'm glad that you actually have programming knowledge, so you can explain how any of this works.
Programming knowledge, let's be honest with ourselves. I made air quotes. I don't know if you were looking at me, but they saw.
I wasn't looking. And I don't know if your air quotes showed up on camera, because again, I wasn't looking.
Very, very carefully. Staying at ranges where
I hope they did.
Jumps attacks. Oh, here we go.
There we go, yeah.
5 seconds, that was a big deal.
Just got it, yeah.
Just block. There you go.
Yeah. Good, yeah, smart on Reno there.
That is
that knockdown was a big deal because you take Ryu out of commission for at least 3 seconds in the game. So nice fireball.
Yeah, I know a little bit about C# simply because I'm used to working in Unity.
I took a single intro to Java class.
Java sucks. Or no, not Java. JavaScript sucks. Sorry. Python is also bad, and I hate it.
The class I was in used BlueJ as like the Java thing.
So I know a little bit of C# simply because of working in Unity, but that's the only reason.
Big 3-piece.
He's got him on the ropes, pinned.
There we go.
Yeah, that's a situation where both characters are kind of very aware of their super meter.
I know I'm
Come on, Tomo, I believe in you.
I know I'm a scrub, so I don't actually know if throws are hype, but they look really hype. So.
This is going to be tough to deal with.
Yeah, it's hard to, at that range. It's very
Hey, as people watching,
even if you do, as you've seen, if it's a fast fireball or medium fireball.
Programming an Arduino microcontroller. For mine, it's all about triggers and colliders and timers. I've had to program quite a few timers in my life, which is why specifically I know how timers are regularly done nowadays.
Reset this.
Yeah, it's 2-0 right now.
Oh, sorry.
I really love, by the way, that because this is just a faster version of the game, just a version running faster, the background, because they don't have a way of separating the frame rate of the background and the frame rate of the characters. It's just the frame rate of the game. So the background, that animation of that lady dancing back there
is insane.
Really funnily fast.
Whoa, reactions. All right, Tomo.
Like, these people are insanely hyped for this fight, and also probably very dizzy.
I am too.
Nice tick throw. Both players very.
Come on, Tomo.
Right now. Nice
you got this.
Yeah. Tomo's reactions are on point right now. Very close. Oh, the good slide.
Oh.
That is 100% risky. At that
Use the ground power. Use the power of the earth. Yeah, the power of the earth. Hell yeah.
Proximity throw, meaning you throw with direction and a button.
Tomo recognizing that.
Option
right there.
select.
So far, so good. Oh, Reno MD with the corner escapes. Very strong option. Not easy to get off.
I know in a lot of fighting games, throws are just like you activate them and they're just a thing that goes.
The 3-piece.
Like Smash is kind of like that, except you got to choose the direction, which is, I guess, sort of.
Well, I've been playing, like I said, I've been playing Soul Calibur lately, and it's just like you grab and then it throws. There's not really much more to it.
I think Persona was like that as well, if I remember correctly. Granted, I haven't touched Persona 4 Arena in a very long time, so...
Are servers for Ultimax still on?
They should be.
We should play that.
At some point, probably. I'd be down. I haven't touched it in, like, at least 3 years, but sure. Oh. Yeah! Ooh, boy!
The Nagata special? Walk up pump fake, walk up throw?
Tomo's got this?
Jesse, honestly, I'm pretty thoroughly convinced this game's cool. So, game always tries to throw when you hit a direction and a throw button, but if it doesn't,
a normal just comes
Interesting.
out.
Feel it in your heart, you gotta go for that throw.
I hear that crowd getting hype, and it is a full crowd here for ST.
As a full reset. Okay. Whoa, okay. Interesting use of Cycle Crusher.
Oh, that was a bracket reset. We didn't even notice.
I noticed.
I didn't. I thought we still had one more set before we had a reset.
Oh. Tomo goes for the uppercut, trying to stop him preemptively as he went up. Oh.
This is a literal final boss scenario for Tomo.
Yeah, and this game you can't dunk that head stop, it'll fly right over you.
I mean, yeah.
Of a few exceptions in the roster that
well, no, technically not. If Akuma is in this game.
Yeah, but Dictator is a final boss. Is the thing.
But yeah, fair.
Nice throw again.
So is he like is Dictator like canceling out the throw? Because he's not taking damage as far as I could see.
All right, scissor kick, little stutter into a throw. I'm loving the
Akuma's banned in tournament. Alrighty, well, that's good to know.
Yeah. I was gonna say after the reset, like he definitely.
Is he just like stupid OP or?
Probably. He is the boss character of this version, I would assume.
Or the first set, I should say. Nice throw, no tech off from Tomo.
Damn.
More tick throws from Reno MD.
Come on, Tomo.
Nice.
Damn.
So is there a reason he wouldn't have wanted to tech there, or was that just a mistake?
Yeah, drawing first blood here in
so throw breaking works in this game is you soften the throw where you tech out and take less damage.
MD looking so determined right now. He realizes, okay, it's working. What I'm doing is working. Let's keep it going.
That's actually kind of
How
cool.
far he can take it.
Like, I kind of wish more
Big
games
jump in?
like
No.
made grabs and throws more interesting like that.
He was
He,
jumping all
he could have
weekend.
had Ryu dizzy there potentially.
Honestly, he could have won several rounds throughout the entirety of the tournament if he hits that combo. He's having some issues here.
It might be if he's primarily been playing off or online rather. It's certainly different timing,
Oh, big jump in, but no finish from MD. That was a combo potential right there.
and they're
Here
not
comes
easy
Tomo.
combos.
Nice. Yeah, that
Okay.
toss mix up right in front of a Dictator, it makes it very hard for him to deal with. Because Dictator's throw attempts will get punished by that Tatsu. And very, oh! Nice throw.
by Reno.
This is
Ooh.
working. Reno's doing it.
Yeah.
He's doing it right now.
Where did the fire in my boy's eyes go?
That's
Oh,
okay.
nice.
That's okay. Come back to the century.
Nice Tatsu get out of there defensively.
So when they fly and flip out, they soften the throw.
Safe jump from
Yeah,
Tomo.
full
Nice
back
and
down.
safe. Nice
Okay.
and basic. Oh, what? No roundhouse? What is going on?
Oh wow.
Done by trying to throw
Nice throw.
back and
Oh, the
time.
walk
Ooh.
under.
Yeah.
Reno MD playing so well right now.
Yeah, Reno kind of turned it on.
Yeah.
Go
Holy
first,
shit.
a little bit.
Got the meter now.
Okay.
Tomo has meter of his own. Catches him with the head stomp.
Oh boy.
And Tomo,
come on,
okay,
come
now he's
on.
moved into range where he could be hit by the super, but of
Uppercut.
course isn't throwing.
Oh, trades.
Trades, but Reno up 2-0
Ooh.
now.
Tomo uppercutting a little early.
So it's
My
2-0.
goodness, what's going on? Tomo's saying,
Tournament point.
Reno's doing up 2-0. I can't even talk about that.
Oh,
So,
Tomo
I
needs
can't believe what's happening
Yeah,
right
Come
this-
back in the
look at that
century.
focus on Reno's
Tomo notes an
face.
extra.
This
Tomo
man
needs.
is
Wow,
determined
Tomo
to win.
notes. Yep, that's the
Yes.
word. Those are the words.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Thank God I don't run a podcast.
Thank God you're not the primary host of a podcast.
He's around New York. I don't know if he
Somewhere,
lives in the city
somewhere
of
on
New
the
York,
east, yeah.
but he's in the area.
I
Big
wasn't sure. I
punish.
thought he.
Good little throw there.
All
Good
right.
little damage there.
All right.
Now Reno can't
Tomo's
stop
doing a little
him, but
better
he does
now.
have to spend life in order to do so.
Oh,
Reactions?
Damn.
Mix-ups?
Come on,
Oh,
come on,
what
come
the,
on,
what
come
in the
on.
world? Was that a throw? Might have been a throw.
yeah, it might have been.
Here
Mhm.
comes Reno MD. He's got a shot. He's got a shot.
Up.
There he's going for fireball.
That might
Whoop.
have costed him.
Yeah, there we
Does
go.
not cost him. He gets the Tatsu there.
Reno
Takes that
MD
round.
going for the top.
God, this
throw there.
sprite
Might
work
kill
is
Tomo in that
really
situation,
good.
But Tomo with a good defense.
Yeah, this
That-
game
that
looks
would-
great.
That would have been. That was for Tomo. That was good that he won that round because he had a very nice.
Well, the
for going his
I think the
way.
character portraits are
With
still
the
slightly
momentum
ugly,
having
but
shifted
they're
to Reno.
way less ugly than they were on the
I think that
SNES.
was a big
Cammy
round
looked
for
great.
Tomo to win.
Cammy looked very good.
Throw from Reno MD sitting on
All the SNES,
tournament
all the
point.
characters in the
He could win
SNES
this
version we
right now.
played
Could win this right now.
were ugly as sin. It was
Tomo
awful.
They were
plays
not
his
that
best with his
bad.
back
You're
to the
They were
wall.
really.
That time
Guile
again.
especially was an ugly bastard.
He always is.
Hey, Guile's
Good
beautiful.
punch. Good punish on this follow-up.
I'll never ever.
Whoa, good scissor. Nice.
I'll never ever.
What? Punish?
Ooh.
my
Oh,
goodness.
God.
Reno do this.
Oh,
Oh
this is it.
no!
No, this is it. This is.
Is he doing
Oh,
it?
that
He
is
did it.
tournament
Reno
point.
MD has won the
Ooh.
TOL qualifier here at EVO 2018.
And Reno's earned his spot the hard way.
He did.
Damn.
Going through the gauntlet against John
Wow.
He did.
Tomo.
Damn.
He
This
did.
game's been here this whole
All right,
time.
so I think I'm
This
gonna
game's
have
as
to
old as
sign
we
off
are.
quickly to just head up there and hand out some
Almost.
stuff.
This game's 1 year younger than
for you
us.
in the meantime, shout out to Atari for
2 years for
playing
me.
us for a little
Technically
bit.
1 year, I guess.
Reno MD proving why
I was
he
born
is
at the
one of
tail
the
end of
best
'92.
players in the
You were
country right
like
now.
the last
I
week
think
of
it's easy
'92.
at this point.
Last
Leon
2
Smith,
weeks,
Mr.
thank
Endless
you.
2018
Uh,
pretty much solidified. Reno is legit. You know, he might
So
be,
as much as I would like to watch the award ceremony,
It's
it is
only-
quite late already.
It's only 5
It
more
is
minutes.
only. You know what? Yeah, you're true. You're right. Actually, you've got a good point.
Already late already. You say it's only 10 for you.
It's 10 p.m. for me. Yes, it's 11 p.m. for you, my
Yeah,
child.
11 o'clock over here.
Why we love this game so much.
I got a doctor's
Very
appointment
simple
early in
to
the morning.
play, hard to master.
I don't
Here
though.
I am.
As you can see here in tournament, you can never count anyone out. Everyone's a threat. in
But yeah, that
tournament.
was
So big
fun
shout
to
out
watch.
Tom
I'm
Brady.
very
I
glad
believe we're gonna
that
head
we
over
did
to
this.
a
Yeah.
top
Oh, yeah.
ceremony.
I originally had you had the idea to stream it,
Competitors lined up
but
right
I had
now.
the idea of like watching it in
Captain,
general,
my captain's got the
Which
medal
is
a
ready
good
to
idea.
go.
because
Turn to
we
the captain.
we
Ooh,
both
look at
sort
my
of
man
were
with
under the
shorts.
opinion, like I said earlier, like I don't think it would have been fair to
My
Street
man
Fighter
with
2
block
to just
party.
like
Okay, let's
Well, we fucked around for an hour and did jack shit, and neither of us know how to play Street Fighter. Time to talk about it on a podcast.
I think this was the best way for us to do right by this game.
I think having both the experience of like the casual side and then watching the competitive side. That might be useful. Probably not on this stream, but that might be useful for tomorrow if either of us have some free time.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to look more into competitive Street Fighter 2 because it looks incredible. But unfortunately, not tonight because it is, you know, I'm East Coast. It's 11 p.m. right now. I gotta call it after this.
This has been a full day for me. I literally 20 minutes after walking back in from seeing a movie, we started this stream.
We will start watching another movie.
Yeah, we'll start watching another movie.
This is a feature-length video.
This was, yeah, that's true.
Reno MD taking first place here at Evolution 2018 Super Turbo.
Oh yes, I did see 2 movies because I did put in the.
You saw the Dog's Way Home trailer, and that's the whole movie.
That's the movie.
Yes.
God.
Oh man, we did enjoy this. We really enjoyed this.
I had a great time. Thank you for sticking around for the whole stream.
Yeah.
Sorry, the first thing you hear was me making a joke about your name. I swear to God, that's just how I am. I didn't actually mean anything by it.
The first thing you do is embarrass us. No,
literally, the first thing I do, and then the dude shows up in chat. I walked out of my room, and Ben was like, "That is the most you thing that could have possibly happened."
And showing the world why we love Super Turbo. This game has a lot of ups and downs. And,
you're embarrassing me here.
That's my job technically. I'll tell you later, Fangs. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, Siloscope, thank you so much for stopping by, sticking around. You helped us learn a lot. This game's incredible, and I will make sure to keep an eye out for you whenever I see it. And I definitely plan on seeing it in the future.
And for anybody else that is in this, there might be people in this chat that aren't there should be some people watching that might not be aware. The whole reason this stream happened is me and Matt here host a show called Smashterpieces, where we are playing one game for every character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This Street Fighter 2 is the game for Ryu. That episode is going to get recorded tomorrow, and it's going to come out next. Why? It's going to come out.
Autoplayed. Shut up.
In the next couple of days. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you for joining us. I don't have anything else.
Also,
we're
going to be on the Nintendo World Report 9th annual charity live stream. We're going to be doing a segment at 6 p.m. Eastern, raising money for Child's Play charity.
It's on January 26th.
So it's awesome cause. If all goes according to schedule, we're going to be talking about Kirby's Adventure. And yeah, thank you again for stopping by, Silent Scope. Thank you.
Have a good one, man.
But so yeah, 9th NWR charity live stream for the Child's Play charity. Definitely come stop by that. You could see us do a live episode in front of a live studio audience.
For the first time ever, I've never recorded a podcast live in front of an audience before.
It is also not a live studio audience.
It technically, well, not studio audience, but it's a live audience. Child's Play, they're already taking donations, it looks like.
Yes.
Child's Play is a very, very good cause. They donate video games and such to children and to hospitals for children that are stuck in the hospital to give them sort of a little distraction from when their life is probably not going so great. And it's a cause that I very, very much believe in. So throw them some money if you can, and check into that.
Yes, and
I don't got anything else.
So yeah, if you want to see more streams, follow me right here. Go over to twitch.tv/Detective Dobaga for Doba, and you can follow us on Twitter, find us on iTunes, on Google Play, and all that stuff. We're gonna record this Street Fighter episode tomorrow, and that'll be up real soon.
Yep. That'll hopefully. I'm gonna aim for Saturday, but it might be Sunday. Can't promise anything.
All right. So yeah, everyone, thank you so much for coming by, and we're gonna call it there for the night. So have a good night, everyone. Yeah. Stop streaming.